All right,
Please enjoy.
welcome back, everybody. We are once again doing. What are we doing, Alex? Tell us what we're doing.
We are rating coin-op covers from Replay and Playmeter magazines from
And
the
others.
beginning of publication of these two trades to 1995. I'm also informed that there will be others, but I haven't seen these yet, so
They are coming.
I'll just have to take your word for it.
they will be in this this batch. So we originally did this. There's previous video. You can go look for it in the description. Up to 1981, and we are going to continue forward from here. The first batch was not great. Let's just put it that way. We will do a quick refresher on some of what we saw last time. But
Are you sure?
Does anybody have any particular comments about what it was like mainly in the 70s for these coin-op covers?
Somebody needed a color chart. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Complementary colors, people. Complementary.
So here are the ones that we rated as best. So even these are definitely amateurish when you compare to other types of magazines.
Well, this one's pretty good.
I did not like that one, but you know.
I did not rate that an A either, but whatever.
And here are the B ones. You know, we got some good memories going on with the foosball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I missed that one. Is that Elton John?
Yeah, that was Elton John.
Yeah, sure is.
Nice. Family Center.
So the ones that show at least a little bit of life went into the B tier.
I like some of these.
Alex wanted to put this in
Jesus.
D.
Why is this in B?
I think it's great.
Thank you.
I think
Thank
it's
you.
good.
This is
That's just because you're from
Yeah.
Chicago. Your bias is showing. I'm not from
defender
Chicago,
on
but
style.
live in Chicago.
stop fighting.
Your bias is showing.
Yeah.
And we'll skip the C stuff and we'll go into the D tier, which I think is much bigger than the B tier in this one.
Oh, that sad corner.
Oh yeah.
All
Oh,
those
yeah.
jukeboxes.
All those jukeboxes.
Oh, this is with the
Yeah.
crappy sweater.
B
Yeah.
tiers were all the
That one
wait,
should have been F.
when's the deadline? Energy goes.
Look at all those fonts.
Wow.
Endless fonts.
Someone just discovered. It's like, did you know you can use different fonts on the same page?
We're still not
Exciting
going to be
moment for
over
them.
that quite yet, so
Focusing on
be
pool.
prepared for some of that.
This is my life flashing before its eyes.
Yes.
You weren't even alive then.
Before you die.
Yeah. Nothing of you existed.
And then the dregs, the worst of the worst.
Yes.
We really hated these ones that are put in
Look
there
at
like
look
this.
at her arm. Remember her arm?
Yeah.
With her double.
Oh,
Yeah.
We won't reiterate, but
Come on.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
sorry, it's so bad. This one, I'm
That
not sure
one
this
is
actually
particularly
deserves it,
special.
but I feel like we should put this in here just as a present.
So we're gonna continue talking about some of the stories and whatnot through the arcade boom period, or as I like to call it, the arcade decade, the 1980s. I
the
should
decadent
trademark that.
decade.
We do have two covers that we weren't able to fully slot because we had an even divide. So we're gonna re-rate those right now before we get to the new stuff.
Oh.
Oh no.
All right.
First one
my fingers.
is November 15th, 1978, Playmeter. This showcases a bunch of the art from various tables. Well, both.
Oh, yeah, I
tables
like-
And yeah, I rated this.
I
a
like
B.
that one. I think I also rated it a B.
I would say a B.
All right,
I think
that's-
this is C material.
It's too much art together to be an A. So.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the fonts on the top right are.
I mean, there is some thought that goes into choosing shapes that work with the letters. Like on the frog one, the cheerleader, or the
Gypsy juggler.
But on the other hand, this is just like art that's already on the existing pinballs. This wasn't made for the cover.
That's why I didn't give it an A. That's why I gave it a B.
But I like the design. I think it's good, and it's in B because Dilly said B. So
we had 3.
we win.
Majority rules.
And then
Yeah,
Just
this
fine.
one-
I can live with that.
That's barely.
Oh god, F.
Oh,
It's not even a chessboard. It's a checkers board. And there is a difference because the coloring is different on a checkers board. Obviously the same number of squares. But a chessboard would be either black and white or green and white. This is red and black. It's a checkers board. No one's playing a chess game.
Okay,
F.
okay. Hey,
I want to say D. It's not F. It's not
Yeah,
as bad as F, but it's not good.
I don't see this as F. This is
I think this is just bland. It's a D.
You said D?
It's not even a. Yeah.
I mean, the letters didn't fit in the squares, and that's an F. But they took the time to put everything where it
What'd you
should
say,
be.
Dilly? What's your rating?
I'm saying a D.
Okay.
D. D it
Goes
is
to
then.
D. All right.
As
The letter-
as
the
long as
lettering
it, as long as we all agree it's bad, I'm okay
It's
with
closer
that.
to an
Yeah.
F than a C, but it's a D.
The positions of the letters is not even the same in each.
Yeah.
All right, now we
It's
are going
square.
to move on to our first cover of 1981. Alex, can you tell us what is happening in the video game industry in 1981, or the coin-op industry, rather?
In the Netherlands.
Video game in the Netherlands. Do they have video game? No, just kidding. Yeah, so no, just kidding. So 1981, yeah, big year. Asteroids is reaching kind of the end of its life in the beginning of the year, and a little thing called Pac-Man is taking the industry by storm. And we're getting this transition.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there because the real thing happening in coin-op in 1981 is the jukebox.
Yes!
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Still
This
not
is
dead.
to be. This is a good cover.
Yeah,
It is a
I-
good cover. I mean, I like this a lot. I would give this a B.
Same.
I'm down for B. What does it say? Rockola?
Yeah, Rockola.
Yeah, that's the company.
Okay.
They were
Nice
big
lens
in
flare.
jukeboxes. Bonus.
Fun fact: at this point, David Rockola, the founder of the company, is still alive. He lives all the way into the 90s. He's the only one. He's the last of the coin-op magnates from the 1930s to still be alive by the time he
Oh,
dies.
so what age did he die?
90s.
He was in his 90s, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, a good one.
He also
I
went
wonder
to.
if that industry warning is about phonographs.
He's a Canadian, right? David Rockola's
yeah.
Canadian, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The company's not Canadian because he came to the U.S., but the person is Canadian.
Indeed. So Dilly, you can take ownership of this cover here.
I want to.
I like it.
I
The,
like it.
the thing that I don't really get the. I've seen this a lot on things with records where they have like two that are like spaced out like that. I guess that's kind of like what the selector thing does, but like it always is weird
Yeah.
to me because it looks like symbols, especially when it's gold like this. So.
But yeah, I think that is how the records are, somewhat stored in there. Yeah.
All right. Any objections to B? Because even if there are, it's not B.
Yeah, if it didn't have the lens flares, it could maybe a bit higher. But
Ah,
the
true,
lens flares
true,
are
yeah.
not.
Too
Just
much
the
lens
one.
flare.
Just one.
No, there's more. There's more than
Oh.
one. There's
No,
there's
there's
there's three
another
lens
one.
flare. There's a lens flare on the record, and there's a lens flare on the that
Power
there.
supply or whatever this is.
There's a-
Yeah, I don't know what this
There's
is.
another one hidden underneath that
Yeah.
ribbon.
Oh,
Yeah,
the-
you're right. There is also a lens flare underneath the Rufus King ribbon that is
Oh.
mostly obscured.
4 galaxies on this picture.
Yeah. A
And
lot
there's
of
a
lens
reflected
flare.
one here. Look at that. Okay, so
Is
that
that
should
or
be-
is that damage on the cover, in all seriousness?
Who knows?
No,
I
it
think that
looks
last
like,
one may be damage on the cover.
It looks like a.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right.
No.
Anyways,
You're right.
before we get too far counting
Instant
lens
replay
flares,
shows that that is a tiny lens flare.
the instant replay.
Enhance.
All right, now we get Replay's January cover. Unfortunately, I don't have the color version of this, but this is Cinematronics with Star Castle, right after they fired Tim Skelly, too. That's a whole story.
What is that? What are those suggestive looks the two kneeling gentlemen are giving us there?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what's going on. This is Star Castle mode.
I mean, like, so these are the Strouds. So they're Jim Pierce,
This is a C.
Tommy
I'm just gonna
Stroud,
say it.
David Stroud, and Tom A. Stroud. And this is, I don't know if she's yet Debbie Stroud, but will eventually be Debbie Stroud.
So it's mostly all in the family here.
Indeed.
Hmm.
They would get
Yeah.
out eventually, but you get to read about that in the book. So I have talked to this
Yeah,
guy.
I mean-
Not the rest.
Tom Jr.
And it's not Tom Jr.
Oh, you talked to David? I thought you talked to Tom
no,
Jr.
No, his name is not Tom Jr.
Oh, right, because his middle name is different.
Yes.
His middle name is different. They called him Tom Jr. in the trades, but yeah,
Yeah,
his
but-
middle name's different, so he's not technically. No,
Well,
no, I
he would
agree
be
with
the-
you.
He would be
He's
the
not
third.
technically.
Well, the thing is, this is Junior. This is Tom Jr. Actually.
Yes,
And then he
but
would
the trades
be the
called
third.
him Tom Senior.
Yeah, it was dumb. Anyway,
it's-
yeah. So this is
Tom
C.
the third.
Who's on first?
It's a C.
And it is a C, yes.
Any photo that's just like, we're the people that made the cabinet.
Nah,
And here's the
someti-
cabinet. It's just
Nah,
a C.
sometimes it can
Most
be
of the
good.
time.
Well,
Okay, so I will point out, I still a C for me, but I will point out one detail. They did, like, extend this lunar thing beyond the
Mhm.
cabinet, right? So the
Yeah.
moon, kind of lines up
Well,
nicely behind Star Castle and
Though
everything.
you
But
can
it's still a C.
see the
It is-
where
you-
the scenery
you can see
starts
the
over
borders.
here. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you can, which definitely is a problem.
Nice view of the ceiling as well.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sure this was
That-
shot
that's
inside
almost-
of.
That's how you know it's
Cinematronics.
That
business.
almost makes it D territory, actually, but
Oh.
I'll go with C.
Nah, I'll keep on C. I think that it's quirky, just like these people are quirky.
The Stroud brothers are definitely looking quirky there.
Mm.
But-
Tom A definitely has kind of like a droopy look, no matter what photo you look at him as. But let us move on to more important things, like being sucked into a
Wow.
video game.
Oh my.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
is.
Captain N vibes here.
Yeah. And Tron.
So, like, Captain N meets the first issue of Nintendo Power.
Exactly.
control.
Like, it's got the claymation thing. I'm still not...
Control.
The controls?
They are.
Mm-hmm.
They're scared.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, so we got the
Uh-huh.
this is nipple controllers
Yep.
from
From Gotcha.
the Love Tester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know,
That
but
is
the
a
joystick is.
trackball
Like a thing of
with
butter?
a D-pad on it.
both a trackball and a joystick. Very phallic-looking joystick.
Yeah,
Just
very,
to-
very shiny.
Just to cover all your bases.
This game looks very complicated.
Yeah, what is going on in the game?
It appears to be Snake.
Uh,
They need all that to play Snake.
mm,
maybe it's supposed to be a jukebox.
Yeah, I'm what is it trying to be?
now you're
I
mean,
getting
at least
they-
only a video game because he's being sucked into it. It wouldn't make any sense as a jukebox. Not that jukeboxes make any sense in this time period, but you know.
I think it's
Maybe
it's
he
a
was
definite,
sucked into the world of the jukebox and became the
Yeah.
jukebox hero.
Became the cabinet man.
Yes, indeed. That it's a good,
Captain
it's a
J.
good Caesarea song.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with this. This is
I think it's
Yeah.
just
this is
not
either
as
brilliant or
inspiring
terrible.
as it should be. I'm gonna give it a C, even though it's creative. It's
I
just
feel
like,
weird putting it in C, but like, it's not great. It's not terrible. I'm really conflicted about this one.
Yeah.
We can still see what this will stand out to. Paul Schmidt.
gentlemen, ratings.
It's a C.
Yeah.
I'm going C.
We can go C.
It's interesting that they're going for this angle, but it's not a really interesting image.
It's no California
as the final
raisins.
version.
Someone's
It's
kid
not.
had fun making it.
This isn't Will Vinton. The California Raisins.
Yes, indeed. Next up, we got some impressionist art, or I don't know what kind of art style this is. It it has that
That's
thing with the that thing in the flyers we saw in the 1970s of not being quite finished. Just
What?
like
Yeah. What?
the scribble.
What is that man there in the
The-
background doing with his hand in the front? The shaded man there. What is
Oh.
he doing with his hand?
He might be trying to tilt.
It'd be like a second controller.
Is that
There's like
the
two
pinball?
cabinets. There's two cabinets.
Yeah. So he's on his cabinet, and I think he's doing the.
Oh,
I've done
okay.
this. I've reached forward and try to do the shape.
And that dude in the top left is sticking his hand in his mouth.
Yes, he is giving a good suckle to it.
Yeah. Can we talk about
And
the meat and potatoes location?
The meat and potatoes location.
I big
Taverns.
Big fan of that series of movies.
It doesn't
that,
even look like
and that
a
man sitting back there is looking so forlornly into his drink.
That is definitely the type of clientele that they are looking for.
That is a sad man. He's sad because all the machines are taken and he can't play.
Only
Oh.
two
Game.
pinball machines? Come on. Come on.
Well, I mean, it's a tavern. They're not going to have that many machines in the tavern. Meat and potatoes location. Rump
I
I
steak.
mean, you've got your Golden Key, you've got your Area 51. After that, there's not that much space left.
D.
I think
I
this
don't
is
know.
just a little ugly. And this is a
I
D
give it
for
a
me.
D.
I want to do a B on this one. I like the art. I
What?
just don't feel that it's a good representation of what they're going for.
Yeah, this is not
So,
what I
like-
think of as a
Yeah.
tavern.
Look at this marker scribbles.
And
How
and
can
there's
you
and
do
there's
this?
not even
It kind of
No
and there's
meat
not
or
even one
potatoes.
potato. There's not even one potato in the image.
Yes,
Not-
where's the meat?
Yeah.
Where's the
Where's the beef replay?
Where's the beef?
hashtag reference?
He's eating on his own hand. That's the meat.
That's right. There's like some casual low-key cannibalism going on in the back row.
Just eat on his
Self-cannibalism.
Are we the meat?
Auto cannibalism.
Auto cannibalism. There you go. It's a D for me.
Yeah, D.
Okay. That's a D.
It's a D.
But what is this? March
What
1981.
is this?
Uh,
So
Okay.
this is cocktail tables, which they were still trying to do. I actually just saw a cocktail
Yeah.
table a couple of hours ago.
Man.
And they
Why
got
are we-
Jukebox! Jukebox is not dead, Alex. Look, it's on location. You see?
It's dead. Nobody's using it. It's pretty
Of course, it's in Japan. We should note.
dead. Oh,
Oh,
This is actually in
snap.
Japan.
oh yeah.
Oh, snap. Yeah, I would just give this a C. I mean, it's not a very interesting framing, but I mean, it's a
I think
location.
it's-
It's not their fault that the seats are ugly. It was practically still the 70s, you know?
I think it's a really bad framing. Like, why are we looking at half a plant? Why are we looking at a rear
Because
of a
it
guy's
adds
head?
depth.
We can't
You're
we can't
right.
even see
Yeah.
the cocktail cabinet.
I mean, it's
You're
the
You're right. It's the
table
cocktail issue, and you can't even see the cocktail cabinets, and all they had to do
You see
was
half of
like,
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. It's a D. You've
Yeah, it's a
I mean, you
D.
can see the location that a cocktail
I
cabinet would
was
be
being
in.
as
That's-
lazy in
that's
my
what they're
rating
showing.
as they were with their photo composition. It is a D.
Okay.
This is sent out to a different subscriber, Robert M. Larson.
Robert
Oh,
H.
that's the
Larson.
thing on the side.
Ah.
Robert
Yeah.
H. Larson.
Sambo Amusement Interesting.
In Laurel.
Oh no.
Let's go to that address.
Oh, let's hope he doesn't live
Anyways.
there anymore.
Next up, March 1981. So this is something that was big in Britain. These rolling, I forget what do they call these? Are these bingo?
This is
ta-
Fascination, right?
Oh yeah, Fascination. That's it. Yeah, you know it's like you roll
Winner.
them into little slots. It's like those horse racing games at carnivals, except these are coin-op games that they would
Yeah.
play in British arcades.
God, those
They make
chandeliers
it
again.
look,
Yeah.
they make it look so ugly. Why did they put these
I love
chandeliers
how they
on?
have these
Mm.
opulent chandeliers, and it's just your standard like ceiling. It's like
Yeah.
it doesn't provide as much class as you think it does.
Yeah, it doesn't look very appealing, this location. What's on the top of the machine? Is there a stuffed animal up there? Or...
However,
Yeah.
I do like the photo composition better than the last one. I think, to try to give the
Barely.
sense of this big row of machines, that's probably about the best angle they could get. On
Did they use a flash on the camera?
I
think
mean,
so.
that's
A
what
big
that looks
reflection
like.
Maybe,
there.
yeah, that glare maybe from the flash.
And the picture could have been better.
I agree it could have been better, but this time I am going C. If the other one was a D, this one is a C for me.
And at least we're
Yeah.
seeing the subject material, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're going by low standards here, so...
We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere.
But
Next
these
up-
are more interesting than what we had last time.
Yes, we have things to say, and so long as we have things to say, we will continue to say them. Okay, April 1981. Here we go. We got a
New
full illustration.
frontier.
What the hell?
Pew.
It's,
Why is it so small? Why is it all just? Well, okay, I
Yeah.
guess
It's just the
Why-
vast
why-
of space.
It's-
Why are there lasers?
that's just kind of.
Oh, yeah, that's a D for me because why are there lasers?
Because it's a space fighting
Because
game.
it's space.
But I'm not. But there's nothing to indicate that this is actually a space fighting game. We don't.
Have you never
This
been
could
to
be
space,
a.
Ethan?
This could be a Pink Floyd concert. I mean, there's no context for the lasers.
Looks like they just took a photograph of wallpaper at a local
This is a photograph. This
kid's
is real
birthday
life.
spot or something.
Or is this just fantasy? Or are we caught in a landslide? with no escape from reality? That's the true question.
you can see, this is Paul Schmidt again. Schmidt novelty.
Yet again. I like how you're tilting your head instead of just asking me, hey, Ethan, can you rotate the image?
I am actually tilting my head, yes. No, I'm tilting my phone, actually.
I mean, in this one, it doesn't really matter what orientation it is because it's space.
It's still bad.
What's everyone's ratings?
Yeah. A D.
D for me.
Yeah, D. This is a failure.
Yeah, it's a D. And there's lens flares, so that's a D, yeah.
I thought lens flares were A tier for you.
Well, this could be a C, but the lens flares, yeah, that's a mark.
All right, let's look at May 1981. We got a real
What the
arcade.
hell?
Look at that.
Mm.
Arcades today.
Why does it look like
I-
the tiling like it's like a swimming pool?
Because it's in a
Right.
That's
mall.
what malls
Those-
look like.
those-
Yeah,
That
Yeah, it's
wall
a shopping mall.
is psychotic.
I like how they're just showing, disembodied games up against this tiled wall here. Where you would normally
And whoever
take
did the
fountain.
tiling does not know what this great tiling is.
Letting the walls
What do you mean?
speak for the machines. Well, that is happening.
Yeah.
They're coming out of the freaking walls, man. The games.
Game over, man.
Freaking out.
Game over. Yeah, but you can't even. Of course, all the cabinets are
Yeah.
blurry, and I don't know why we needed this wide shot. I mean, I get that they were trying to get like some of the real cabinets in and
It's
also
a-
get
it's
the
a-
game wall in, but
It's showing an arcade in a mall. That's
but it gives you. But the problem is with that choice of trying to get both cabinets in the wall in is it gives you all this dead space. You don't need that floor space in front.
Like if he was
Well,
shooting it
I
from
mean,
like
in
over
this case,
here,
you do
he would
because
still
that's
be able
where
to
they
get
they're finally learning to fit
Yeah.
the article titles on in the
Well, I am
Space.
pleased with them that they put
Yeah.
article titles in the Dead
Yeah.
Space.
So
I
pleased.
mean, I'll give
Everybody
them
give
that.
a little round of applause
They're
for the people
learning.
at Playmeter.
Yay!
Golf-
We're gonna
golf
hang
clap.
this up right on the wall.
But I still think this composition is a D for me. Just like the cocktail table image, it's very hard to see the things that they want you to see. There's more tile than there is game.
Is this how all malls in America looked back
This
then?
is how a lot of malls looked.
Tile was like this was very heavily featured. Yeah.
Well, we barely had malls in the early '80s, so there's that.
There was no social need for malls in the Netherlands, but in America
Yeah,
there was.
You already had town centers. We got rid of
Yeah.
all our town centers, and then we replaced them
Exactly.
with shopping malls.
We replaced them with shopping malls.
All right,
Womp
ratings.
I think this is D.
Yeah, D.
Okay. Into the pile it goes. I would have just said C. But I am not the arbiter here.
That's right.
All right,
You're
replay.
not the
We got a
decider.
pool hall.
We
Omaha
do.
becomes Camelot for 8-ball pool shooters. What is Camelot
Wow.
in this case?
It is the ideal. It is the. This is what every pool hall in America should look like. This right here.
At least
There's
it
no
catches
smoke,
at least it catches the atmosphere, except for the smoking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Is
I
that
like the.
John
I
Lennon?
like the picture. I'm
That's good.
actually.
Good
I'm
photo.
cool with this one. I like the
Yeah.
lighting. I like that it's a little mood lighting.
Yeah,
Um,
it shows what it should look like. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
contrast it with the
And it's not
other-
taken
with
from
with
50 feet
chandeliers.
away from a pool table.
Yeah, you can see a pool table like front and center. I would give this a B. This is solid.
Seems good to me. B.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah.
Camelot has to do with this, but okay.
It's an American thing. I feel like we stopped doing that like a couple years after JFK Jr. died, but like people just liked using that word as long as the Kennedys were around. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is a thing.
So yeah, weird. Anyway.
So what is it referencing then, Camelot?
So in all seriousness, oh sorry, you can go ahead. I was trying
No,
to
no,
cut you
no.
off.
You go for it.
Okay, I was going to say, in all seriousness, it is the idea of Camelot is in America for whatever reason is the ideal of it's an ideal place, like it's the perfect
Hmm.
example of what a thing should be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it means. Well,
Okay.
welcome
Yeah.
winners.
Well,
Welcome,
here.
winners.
we're very quiet about this one.
You're standing in
Well,
line.
I was waiting for the explanation to be over.
This is a contrast from our Camelot last
There.
cover.
And of course,
8-ball
Valley,
league
who still
playoff.
makes all the pool tables today.
Yes, and has since the 50s.
Nice drain.
Yeah, who all we got here? So yeah,
Here's a kid.
We have a
yeah, should we really be bringing our
Yep.
kid here?
Yeah, this.
Yep,
Cowboy.
cowboy. Probably, is that a single mother? Maybe is that why the kid has to come along? I don't know.
Yep. Cowboy shot the dad.
Then she's a
And-
competitor.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
Guy
he's
has
the
his own
real
case.
player because all these other guys
Yeah.
they just got their sticks, but he's got his in his case. He's got
What do you
this
have in
really
the
nice.
case? Doom.
Go
Extended.
go in the very back of the line. Let's see.
Very
It's at
back
the
of
end.
line, all right.
Yeah,
All right.
No, that's just a
there,
stick
there
figure.
he is.
Draw it. What's the first off a face? There we go. There we go.
There you go.
Damn. Scary.
I like them.
He's just here. I like these. I think it's
is
like an
that
illustration.
is that in fact Scarecrow? Is the
It
Batman
could very
villain
well be,
Scarecrow
yeah.
attending this pool playoff?
Clouds in the back.
Oh, you got so it's about to rain on their parade, so that'll be good. No, or is that smoke
I think
coming
it's
up
like-
from the?
Or yeah, that could be
No,
smoke.
I thought it was like 2 layers of the clouds.
Yeah.
I think this is good. I say B.
Could be.
No, this is C.
It's a C for me.
Laner, tiebreaker.
Laner.
I'm going with C on this one. This looks like this should be like Infernal art, not Pepper.
Okay. How about June 1st, 1981? Another arcade. But look at that.
That might actually be the same
Uh,
arcade. It has a
Well-
very similar business name to the one on the previous cover. I think this might
What's
actually be the same.
I think it is the same one because there was a mirror kind of on the edge. I don't know. Maybe.
No, yeah.
It's definitely
could
not
be.
the
It has
same
the-
angle.
No, it's a completely different angle. But
Could be the same place, yeah.
Look at
For some
What is
reason,
it?
the guy taking these photos is not allowed near an arcade.
that.
yeah, 'cause I really don't understand all the wasted space in this one because
Maybe he just doesn't want to be the guy taking photos around a bunch of children at the arcade. I don't know.
But there's nobody there.
Like,
yeah, the children are gone.
maybe it's haunted.
We got several carnivals, a head-on,
Yeah.
Playboy pinball machine,
Yeah,
Galaxians back here.
a classic bill changer.
Indeed. I have seen these. They do not change.
Oh, no, they don't. When in the late '80s, they had the exact same kind with the wood paneling and everything in the arcades I went to.
What is the marquee on the top supposed to say?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Electronic something.
Space? No.
Explorer.
Experience.
Experience. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Electronic
Is
experience.
this cocktail experience?
Electronic.
Electronic experience. Yeah, I gotta be a little mad at this one again because it's like, why are you so far away? Like,
I'm still
that-
convinced this is the same place as the previous one, and if they use two different photographs of the same location on over 3 months, then that's
Yeah.
is at
Can
least
we
as
go
bad
back
as
to the other
previous
one?
one or lower.
Looking for
yeah, I wanna see because I think there is a good chance it's the same place.
Loading.
Tiles, it's definitely the same.
Where did we put it?
Like,
Was it in
We put it
D?
in D. It was a D.
yeah.
There it is, bottom.
Bottom,
Right.
Bottom.
Yes. Okay.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, that's the same arcade.
It's the same building.
Oh, it's part 1, part 2. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that now.
So I guess we're gradually getting closer. Is there a part 3 where we like just have a close up on that carnival cabinet?
Oh, yeah, I want to see a part 5 that's like smashed against the screen.
That part 5 is just the carpet, just laying on the carpet.
I don't know. I definitely like this better.
It's better than the last one. I would give it a C, but I still don't like how much wasted, dead space there is in the shot.
I think
Yeah, it's.
I
Like, if
don't
they-
see any.
they did it
I don't
close.
see how
If
this is
this
any
was the
different from
image,
the
like
first
right
one.
here. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, at least we can see something.
That would be a much better image. So I'm saying C. It's not as bad as the last one.
C minus.
I'm going D. I don't really see a difference between the two pictures.
It's the same.
Yes,
picture.
yeah, I was about to.
It's a.
Not too good.
If you flip it and squint really hard.
Okay, next up then. Wait, this is I
Wait,
don't
what?
even know what the
What?
heck is
What?
going on here.
Breaking
No.
through with grassroots lobbing. Oh, so
Is
it's
that-
grass,
oh.
and then it's a record, and then it's a
Yeah.
sledgehammer breaking the record.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
F. Oh my God, F.
That is
What
the
is-
worst metaphor.
That is terrible. The
Oh,
pun
I
is
get it.
terrible. The image is terrible.
Damn,
message
you
is
don't
terrible.
fucking-
And it's even about jukeboxes on
Yeah.
top of all of that.
Yeah, that's
F.
the real reason that
That is the worst grass I've ever seen.
Yeah, what is this grass? What is this supposed to
This
be?
grass,
It's
this grass is
turf, I
disgusting.
think. It
Where
must
did they
be
get
AstroTurf.
Yeah, it looks more like AstroTurf, yeah.
Whose lot is this?
Those don't even have roots, though.
This is definitely F territory.
All
Yeah,
right,
this is F.
to the F pile with you. Oh
To the
god.
F, to the F.
This took forever to even realize what was going on, and once we figured it out, we were not.
I thought things
amused.
were improving with the internet yet.
Yeah, you said things were gonna get better.
We're talking more.
Yeah.
They're
When I say-
putting in effort. They're just.
When I
Better
say
means
better,
more entertaining.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
get. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so this
Forever.
next one is going to be a first for a different publication that we're going to look at. This is
Oh my god.
a publication called Games People Pay, and then later Games People Play, I think.
Games people.
Or just Games
pay.
People. So this one was a bit more operator focused. Like Playmeter and Replay were kind of distributor focused, but this one had more coverage of like how to make more money on your location as opposed to selling machines.
Right.
So this is Games People Pay, issue 1.
Okay.
It's always in black and white. Well, actually, no, it's not always in black and white, but generally. And I think these are big size, whatever they call those.
Tabloid size.
Yeah, tabloid sized.
Yeah.
So it's showing like a reality as opposed to like the other things
That
where
would
they're
have
just
been-
staged versions.
That would have been a
Kid-
much better picture to feature on the cover of Tristan Donovan's Replay
Mm.
than
That
the
kid
one
is
he
missing.
chose.
Kid to the right is missing some front teeth.
Yeah,
They're
very young.
They're kids.
they're like
Yeah.
6.
That's what happens with kids.
Yeah.
They did not lose
No,
their
yeah.
teeth because they crashed into a vehicle in the game.
They had a
Can
fight.
confirm, I have 3 teeth.
It's just
Video
hard
games
to see.
ruined my life.
It's hard to see a lot in this image. Like I think it's
Yeah.
good, but it should be showing a bit more, I think.
It's a C for me.
Yeah, see.
Yeah. See.
All right. When I can
Arcade
finally-
ordinance update.
Yes, because all across the United States, they continue putting down different levels of ordinances to restrict the spread of arcades. Yeah, that's a whole thing in it.
So there
Yeah.
was an ordinance on a federal level.
No, because we don't do those.
No.
We
Oh.
No, because
Only
this,
on
lawyer here, this, regulating something like a business like this would be part of the police power to regulate health, welfare, safety, and morals of the populace, and that is a power that is reserved to the states by our constitutional system.
All right, next up, here's an interesting one for me to explain. July 1981, Sega Gremlin premieres their conversion system, the Converta game. This is a big moment. I write about it very extensively in the book. They did this big showing at La Costa, California. And, yeah, this is a photo that they took afterwards, and the entire industry was shocked, appalled, and some of them even cared.
Is that my man Dave Rosen on the right side, farthest to the left? Is that my man Dave? Is that him?
No, that's not Dave.
No, haircut's
Yeah,
wrong.
this is
No, there's Dave. I see him. I see him in the suit.
Dave.
I see him.
One of these is Al Bettleman, I think, in here somewhere. That might be Sandy Bettleman back there.
That looks like
Is this
Sandy
there's
Sega
the
on one side,
Departed,
Gremlin on the other?
What was that?
Is this Sega on one side, Gremlin on the other?
No, like these are mostly distributors. I mean, it just happens
Oh,
that Frank's
oh,
over
okay.
here and David's over here. But yeah, most of these guys are distributors, not people who worked at Gremlin.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, it's
So
just, hey,
what?
if you're
maybe-
here,
maybe-
come get in the photo.
Maybe you said this, but what does the conversion system do?
So the standard way that you would buy an arcade game is you would buy the game, and then when you were done with it, it wasn't making as much money as it used to.
Mm-hmm.
You would then sell it on, normally an operator would have several locations that they supplied games to, and they would rank them as an A, B, D location. So you put the new hot game goes in your A location. It earns money, hopefully
Right.
earns back your money. And then when you're splitting money with the location owner, the person who's running the pizza parlor or the arcade or whatnot. Then once it made its money, you would move it on to the B location, then the C location, D location. That was starting to not be possible in the 1980s. And so you would buy an arcade game, and you wouldn't be able to move it to your other locations. They wouldn't make money. Because
Alright, so
there was too many games out there. So what some people started to offer were the idea of a kit cabinet, where you could remove the inner guts and make a new game out of the cabinet that you already have. So they
Right.
created a conversion system for this.
And they specifically did it for Sega and Gremlin machines.
In this case, yes, they created a specific cabinet that could house all the games in their system. They had plug-in boards. So they weren't quite
Right.
cartridges, but they were specific boards that had a cage inside of them to
All right, so they
make it easy. Because that was the main thing, is that it wasn't easy for operators to do. But the thing is, neither manufacturers nor distributors wanted this, because they made more money selling a new cabinet, and they didn't
Right.
really necessarily have to care about the fact that the operators weren't making back their money.
Until they suddenly did. Whoopsie.
So this did not go over well. Actually, this entire issue, it talks about the reaction to this. And so Sega was never successful in making people bow to their standards on this. Because it also
Right.
would like if you bought a Sega Gremlin cabinet, then you couldn't switch it out to anything. It tied you in to Sega Gremlin. If they didn't make the best games, then you were out of the best games. You didn't get enough revenue.
Right.
Anything else you want to add on that, Alex?
Well, just, like I said before, it was kind of short-sighted for them not to be into this, because eventually the whole system did collapse for the exact reason that arcades couldn't keep affording buying the new cabinets, and so they just stopped buying games altogether.
And that's why the industry declined in mid 1982, before the console crash. Okay,
Right.
so let's look at this photo. After we got all that context,
Mm.
so it's like, in terms of a photo, it's pretty good. Like, I think that.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
This is probably a far wider picture, and they corrupt people off, I think.
One of
And-
the few times where a wider photo is better, I think.
But at the same time, you need to fit it to a magazine proportions, which is portrait proportions rather than a
Yeah.
landscape.
It would have been better because the subject material is like something they're doing together, so why not have the whole group together? Now it looks like a split.
They needed to show that they were in La Costa. That's why.
And you can't even see that because it's only
This is Icos.
No.
I don't know, this is the sea.
I agree with that. See, for me.
Yeah.
I don't object to that.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
going with that because it isn't like a thematic. Like there isn't a thematic reason for the two groups to be split.
As far as I know. Also, welcome,
Yeah.
Nate. You are here.
Howdy, Nate.
Hello.
Hello.
We're glad to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
Wonderful.
Here's your water, sweetheart.
All right. Next up, Playmeter, July 1st, 1981. We've got a pinball table. I don't know what table this is. Does it say?
Yeah, and we're
We're-
keeping the ball rolling.
Yeah, it's got a long exposure
LOL.
shot. Like, how did they do this?
I got
I'm
that
actually
part.
really interested. Like, how did they make this work?
I think they just
Uh.
like had light on there, and because the pinball is the most reflective part of it, you just bounce around and
All right.
you know, it's like a spotlight of light that goes around.
A long exposure.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
like this one.
It's really cool, actually.
It
like
shows
how-
some action.
Yeah, I like how it
Wish
goes
I
off
knew
the
what table
bumpers.
that
I mean,
was.
I'm sure they had to do this
Hmm.
several times to make it work, but
Yeah.
I feel like I've played that table before.
As Gorgar.
Oh,
Thought it
it's
was Gorgar.
good.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can
Yeah,
see the
there
little devil
it
guy
is.
in the back. Yep.
Good
I'm going
spot.
B on this one. I like it.
Seems good to me.
Yep.
What's the name on it? Ken White.
Yes, Ken White of Burlingame, California.
Hey, hey.
Well, let's hope he doesn't live there anymore.
We're just doxing all of the distributors. None of these distributors are still
Well, if you're
around.
concerned
They're
about that,
all
you can just
dead.
not bring
They're
it
not
up.
all
dead.
dead. They're just not distributors anymore.
Most of them.
Many of them are dead.
Let's go find.
There were
their
distributors in
children.
this period just because they're family businesses. A lot of them got in the 30s and 40s, and then they were, stayed in the family. So most of these people are probably older in 1980. In all seriousness,
All right. Then we have exactly what goes into a pinball machine like this. Quarters.
Coins.
Money.
Wow. Oh,
despite this, we're not a 2-bit industry. Ahar, ahar,
I get it.
ahar.
this is.
At least they aren't
I mean-
sad quarters.
I know. I agree, but
Um,
I mean, I guess they need some filler after putting some real effort into the last
Yeah,
one.
yeah. They
yeah.
you can only do one good one a month.
this is this is just kind
It's
of.
just
Low effort.
It's money. It's quarters.
I do feel sorry for whoever had to stack some of those big stacks.
Yeah, that stack on the right is looking like it's falling over.
That was somebody did that like a boss, but it's a C.
I mean,
for
I don't
me.
know. Have you ever had to stack quarters for the rolls that you take to the bank? It's not that
You
hard.
just take a roll and they just empty it.
Yeah, you just kind of grab them and then you put them down, and they're a stack.
Yeah.
I'm
Hold on.
gonna say D because this doesn't deserve the prestige of being bad enough to be F.
I am literally
I-
sitting next to a jar of money. I'm gonna make a stack right now.
All right, so Dilly is going to replicate this cover for us
Okay.
in
Yeah,
Canadian
but they're
money.
like Canadian
Yes.
quarters. They don't work the same.
How do they don't what? I want you to explain to me how
And
they're
then the other side
different.
around.
All right, ratings.
Okay, here we go.
Ratings.
I've already stacked 10.
I'm torn between C and D.
Take a picture of it, put it in the voice chat.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
He will. I'll go D just because I am a bit mad about how little effort it is.
Then since a lot of consensus is leaning D, I will join the consensus on this one and say D.
I will be joining as well.
All right. Into D while Dilly continues to
Okay.
try and recreate this cover, which doesn't deserve.
FYI, it's not just quarters. There's pennies, there's nickels,
It's fine.
obsolete
All right.
pennies, but
It is a wonderland of Canadian currency.
Next up, August 1981 games people pay.
Ooh.
We've got a poster here for an asteroids tournament, I believe.
Yeah, looks like.
Actually. It's got first place. You get an actual cabinet, and I think.
No, an
No,
Atari
it just says video
cartridge.
game. Yeah.
Okay. It's hard to see because some of these tournaments did offer actual cabinets. You get a 10-speed bicycle if you're 7th place.
Wow.
Okay.
Is that a
That's-
20-inch color television set?
Yeah, in all
20
seriousness,
place.
I think
Or
first
19.
place is an asteroids cabinet.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
that 25-inch television set and that 10-speed bicycle, those cost way more than an Atari Asteroids VCS.
No,
And
you
down
can-
here
you
they
get-
have a VCS. Down here.
Yeah.
You get expenses paid for the Atari World Championship, so that's the first prize.
Oh, this is that.
Oh,
geez.
okay. That makes
We're gonna have a cover about the Atari World Championship, so we can talk about that. It was a thing.
It was a
I mean, this is
thing.
very well framed. I think this one does what the other one really didn't.
It shows it shows the place and what people are doing in there and what they're organizing. It's a good insight. Yeah,
I say B.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
sure.
agree.
Be it.
I am glad that Games People Pay apparently knows how to take photographs,
Yes.
unlike everybody else.
All right.
I just want a
to B.
vintage 1980 color television set.
All right,
Wanna
now this one is off kilter, but just try and
Uh-oh.
tilt your head a little bit. Here you go.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Just because
Yes.
it's trying to line this up here.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
This is the
They
classic
are hitting
factory.
hot and heavy.
Mm.
He's jumping.
Oh
I
my
like
gosh.
Jumping in
Let's see,
there.
what-
Because
What
they're
is this?
businessmen in front of their business, but there's energy going on here. They're not
Yeah.
just saying, "Hey, we're at the business." They're doing
So we
something.
got Gorf, Wizard of War. That's Omega Race.
My
So-
friends.
I think that's Dave Morovsky in the middle.
Yep, Dave Morovsky. Is that Ross? Maybe.
Ross Shears with Bally, isn't he? Not with
No,
Midway.
well, no, I mean, Iggy.
Oh, you
Iggy.
meant Hank Ross
Yeah, Hank.
or
Ross.
Iggy Wolverton.
Yeah, one of those two, and then
It's
that
probably
is-
Hank Ross.
And
Is that Stan
is-
Jarocki?
Yeah, Stan Jarocki. Still alive
Yeah.
today. Need to talk to
Yes,
him.
in his 90s. The other two are not.
Nope. But you talked to him.
I interviewed Dave Morovsky not long after Hank Ross died, actually, because he was writing a little write-up for the trades about Hank Ross dying when I interviewed him.
Yeah, so what do we think of the there is the problem here that we have this stuff up at the top.
Yeah.
That rather than just having the photo extend up this way
Yeah.
and figuring out how to do, text on the background. I mean, this is way better than it used to be.
Yeah,
right.
So I think this is good. It's
Did
tough for me.
the price increase? I think it's $350 now. It was $250 before.
Tree
I'm not
fit. Don't be giving that trade publication no tree fitty.
I haven't been paying attention to that. But what are
I
the
think
rates?
it's pretty good. It's not fantastic. It's at least got some energy. I'm leaning B or
give it-
C.
I give it a B just for making those people jump up in the air.
I say you might as well jump.
Yeah, I like the
Just
jump.
Jump.
Bam, 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 bam. Oh, now
Katie,
we're
what
gonna
do
get
you rate
copyright
this
strike.
one?
I have no.
Yeah, I can't. It feels like it would have been a B for me if we didn't have the brush fires and kids being the losers right on top of it, which just kind of saps all of the positive energy out of it.
The losers.
I think
Kids
it's
and
a.
brush could be losers.
I think the picture is a B, and the rest of it is a C, and so I'm going to go, or the rest of it is a D, and I'm going to go C, right in the middle of those two.
I'm still saying B. 'Cause I like that they're doing something with the businessman from a business.
I agree with that. I mean, I'm not mad about that.
I'll go on B for this. Nate, what was yours?
I'm not-
Now.
I said B, just because look at them jump in the air.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that.
They successfully got executives to do that in front of some machines.
Oh, these guys have
I
something
don't-
to jump about. They got Pac-Man.
Yeah.
You don't need anything else.
Well, they have
to
Wizard.
explain
That's
that.
right.
Money rolling in.
Yeah. I mean,
Were
I was
you
gonna
about to say they
that
had
about
Wizard
Gorf,
of
but
War?
sure.
Because that's not really something to be proud about.
I love Wizard of War. Get out of here. That's a great game.
It's not bad. But it didn't do very great. So, that's all they care about.
Not
All right,
Gorf
now we
numbers,
get a
to be
circuit
sure.
board. Let's see. Can we identify this circuit board?
That just looks like a power supply.
Yeah,
to
it's
me.
just a power
okay.
supply.
It's the service issue again. Normally these are
It
terrible.
is.
But this one's not bad.
They've
Is
had
it-
Why
some
are they-
okay ones.
Why are they so bad?
Just the covers are always usually
Oh,
terrible for the service.
Yeah,
issue.
this is a C for me. It exists.
Yep.
It's in focus. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's a C. Yeah.
See, things
They
are
put
getting
in
better.
exactly
We
what
couldn't
they
even
did.
count on in focus before, so
But you know exactly what you're buying when you buy this play meter. It's a service issue. I let you know what's being serviced. It's right there on the front.
beautiful.
You're not getting fooled.
Next up, we have Blueprints.
Schematic.
Blueprint for game's future. A look at R&D, American style from the West Coast.
Boo.
Okay.
This is also a C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a thing.
It
Can you
exists.
zoom in? Vertical,
I mean-
horizontal board. Oh,
I
that's a monitor.
I'm glad that they shrunk their Play Meter logo to make everything fit. I mean, they're getting out of the way of their images now, so good on them. Before they
believe
would have just
that
had the
is-
giant Play Meter logo right over the top of the top of that circuit diagram.
Warning, warning.
Yeah.
Warning.
I believe that's a CRT control board.
Ah.
That it's a blueprint.
It's good that we have Nate
You
in
see
here
how it says-
to tell us the technical details.
You can tell that it has the vertical and horizontal labels down there. There's no ICs on the board. It also has the high voltage warning.
It has a degaussing coil, so yeah.
Yep, there. Yep. That's right. Okay.
Danger,
Got the
danger.
C. And this
I'm
one.
sorry, guys. My wife is sitting here next to me, hearing me explain this stuff, and she's just making fun of me the whole time I'm talking.
As she
Out.
should. As she
I'm trying
should.
to talk. I'm trying
Yes.
to talk about old video game trade magazine covers.
I'll
So,
leave you alone when we figure out what we're doing.
What's
for dinner.
happening here?
Coin
you're
door
beating the
capers.
game. Coin door capers. I don't know what the caper is here,
Uh,
but
See, I feel like they could have staged something here. Like, how hard would it be to just get one of your employees to put a beanie over his face and show him trying to break into the door? They could have got more here. No, I'm gonna do D on this one. I'm gonna dock them on this one.
the funny thing is, like, so somebody was asking me, like, where did Pac-Man first appear on the cover of a magazine? And I looked at this, I'm like, he doesn't. He is absent from the front of the magazine because they only frame the ghost. So D.
that's a coin
this is-
door, all
This is a
right.
D. Beating the game. Coin door opens.
Capers.
Coin door
It's not even
capers.
Oh, if I said opens. Sorry, I'm looking at this from afar.
All right. Let's move
It's
to
a D.
September 1st,
D.
1981. We have a really
Why?
weird arcade. It's got
No,
jukeboxes.
this is a
It's
distributor's
got
office.
jukeboxes, Alex.
Yeah,
That's
it's not. This
showroom.
isn't
That's
an
not an
arcade.
arcade.
This is a showroom
Oh,
floor.
it's a
This is
showroom.
a
Okay.
Yeah.
distributor's showroom.
Distributing. It's the badge
Mm-hmm.
at the top.
But again, this wide shot, it's terrible.
Yeah, why? Exactly. Why the wide shot? You barely know what it's about.
Let's
Unless
see,
you
who-
look
who's the
with
I think
Close.
they just had
Chris
less stuff in
Slimmer
the
of
80s, so they
Lawrence,
couldn't fill up
Kansas.
spaces.
Thank you for your service, Chris Slimmer.
Wow, what a the global nature of video games here from Kansas and California.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a D for me because that shot is just so much empty space. I mean, I
Yes.
guess they're trying to get the desks in and get the
There's a
displays
calculator
in.
on
but
this desk.
why?
Look at that. Vintage
Oh,
calculators.
look at that. That is
And a
fancy.
see-
keyboard.
And
This
there's
is-
quite a plant on the other couple of desks. Both desks have quite the
Hmm.
plants.
That plant's probably dead.
Most
what,
likely.
what it really needs is this screams the need for a wide angle shot. That's what it should have been. It should have used a wide angle lens.
Yeah.
That's too
Get
radical
it
for
all
the people in the
curved in
coin
there.
industry. They can't have a curved
Oh, that's
picture.
probably true.
Yeah, I'm D in this one.
You're D'ing it? You're giving it the D?
It's C.
Giving it the D.
I say C.
Yeah. No, it's a D.
Laner?
I mean, like, if I saw this shot in like a history book about the history of arcade distribution, I would think it'd be pretty neat, to get to that kind of a look inside an office. But in terms of like being the cover of something, it's incredibly underwhelming.
By the way, Dilly
Yeah, this does seem more like an
did
interior
make his
use than-
his coin thing, so make sure to check that out.
Oh yeah,
Gonna
it
do
fell
it right
apart.
Laner, what did
There
you
it
give
is.
It is.
Go D. Yeah, this would be
That
good
is
for an
that is a
interior.
far
Did it.
more
Not-
interesting
not-
coin picture than the one we were
It is.
subjected to.
How? How?
Good job, Dilly.
He is a master photographer. All right, this is an extension of the last one. So,
Space Fury.
Okay.
yeah, Space
All
Fury.
right.
Wow.
And this
Yeah.
weird background. I don't know what that's about. But Industry at a Crossroads is the speech that Rosen gave during the thing that we were talking about before, where he's trying to tell people to, get on the kit thing. Otherwise, you're going to be in big trouble in a year. And guess what happened in a year?
It happened.
Indeed.
This is this looks like the alien from the original Star Trek.
Yep,
series.
that's what it's based on.
They realize that that's not actually a crossroads, right? Because you're forced to go one direction. A crossroads is when you have multiple choices.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go the other way. And then
But would you really want to try to read that? If it's like Industry at a Crossroads or something?
I'm just saying they're trying to be clever. It's like with their chessboard. They're trying to be clever and they can't even do it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, this is a C for me. It's just bland.
There's a lot of so much empty.
The image has nothing to do with what they're trying to say. What's in the publication?
But it is the same company. That's the idea.
Yeah, I think that's why they chose it, but no.
I like Space Fury. A fine game.
We
Give
played
it a
it.
C. We sure did. It's hard. David Rosen, that's Sega, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And this game was a Gremlin game. Murphy Bivens and John Zapp.
Okay. Yeah, when we
so
were
what-
at the Galloping Ghost, you were schooling me on all the gremlin knowledge.
Yep.
That's what I do. So, ratings again?
See.
See.
Yeah, see.
Okay.
I'm going D.
C it is. And another coin photo. How about that?
Oh my.
And another
Oh.
2-bit
That-
pun.
That poor nickel.
Look at that.
Dylan's is still better.
Wow. That one has been through more than one machine in its day.
They're all grody. Look at that.
Yeah, they lose points
No.
for the grody coins. That's
Well,
Yeah,
they're
my-
doing that deliberately. It has something to do with the
Yeah.
story of
Oh, stop the 2-bit nickel player. Why all
Oh.
these bit jokes?
something.
Okay, so
I even started when you came in. I gave you a bit joke.
Fine, I'll give it a C since the worn quarter or the worn nickel is part of the point.
God, so many C's in a row. I feel
See,
like.
yeah, I mean, it's
I,
just the nature
See,
of things.
I mean, it should be a bell
I'm-
curve, you know.
I'm giving this a D for Dylan's was better.
Ha ha.
E for
I'm
Dilly.
saying D. I'm like doing automatic D on anything that includes money until they figure out a good way to do money.
Yeah. I think.
D.
Yeah. I don't think
Dempsey?
a photo involving money has gone anything
And
above
it's
a C.
it's boring and unoriginal. It's
Yeah,
a D.
put like some cartoon googly eyes on that coin.
Yeah,
Spruce
make
it up
it-
a little bit.
Make it really small.
Well, the first time they did something like that, it didn't turn out very well. The sad quarter rolling off the page. But I think it's a C. That's what we're rolling into. Okay, now October 1981 replay. Again, I don't have the full thing of this, but I thought this one was interesting
Oh.
because it shows off. Some
Oh,
of
we
the
only have it in
early-
black and white.
Yeah,
Oh.
shows off some of the early,
Oh, okay.
assisted controllers.
Yes, I
cool,
can't
cool.
make fun of that. I would be an awful person if I did.
Framing of it makes sense too. It's like these would be unusual, so it's like, hey, this is what this is. This is you've probably never seen one of these before. Here it is.
Got an Astro Blaster
will
in the back. Not
So
sure
wait,
what it is.
how does this work?
You
It-
blow into it.
And
Sucking and blowing.
and it presses
Sucking
a
and blow,
button.
yeah.
pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, and there's a button. Okay.
And I think also you can move your head and you move the tube, and it can move.
Nintendo did a controller like that for
Yeah,
the NES.
wasn't the hands free. Was this like the first version of this, or
There, well, I could. I had an interest in accessible controllers, and I think the first one ever made was, weirdly enough, for the RCA Studio 2. There's a head one, it's not, it probably wouldn't be, but it was for, like, they marketed it as a quadriplegic thing, where it would actually have, like, a press down from the head, that you could press the keypads on the RCA Studio 2. Strangely enough. Yeah, there's just not a lot to this photo, so it's just a C. I thought it was interesting.
I will say the image was a little bit hard to read, but I think that more has to do with just because it's a black and white scan.
Yeah, I think it would
Yeah.
probably look
Photo,
nice in
so.
color.
I think it
Yeah.
would, yeah.
Any objections
See.
to C?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Serviceable, not outstanding.
Now, I will be curious about this one. So, Playmeter, October 1st, 1981.
The
what?
F
Oh,
probably.
It's got
I
the
don't-
CRT going.
I don't get it.
Convertible games.
Like,
So
They
there's
talking
a
about,
sequel
like,
to that
kits?
one with the Space Fury guy on it.
Yeah.
terms
Oh,
of the
because
articles.
like you swap a cartridge around and that changes into something else. Is
I,
that?
d-
Or
I
the
honestly
board?
don't
Hey.
know.
I don't.
I'm as confused as everybody else.
Did they like think that this is how you do a reflection? I don't.
Convertible.
Or maybe it's like the
Yeah.
other
backwards.
side of
I
convertible
don't
games
know.
because they showed
Yeah,
it in
it's
the
being
first one.
converted, yes.
L
F.
L Bitrib
F.
no Samga.
CMAG.
Albitrefnok
She make.
Samak.
Yeah, I'll call this a D.
F.
The F.
F.
F
All
for
right.
big wet fart of a cover.
Is a mirrored backwards fart.
When are we gonna go to next A is the real question. Probably not the
I
next one.
know.
A at
I
all.
I feel like it's
I think-
coming.
I think it's
Next one.
it's
This next one.
impossible to get an A if there's a jukebox in the cover. 'cause-
Never.
No.
Oh no.
No, I mean it's just a C. It's an image. It's
That is
fine.
a pretty jukebox. Though.
I think it's a
Yeah.
vintage
It's a very
one.
pretty
I think it's like
jukebox.
from the 1940s or something.
It's gotta be a
that is-
vintage
that
That
jukebox.
is very
I was gonna
nice.
say that looks 40s.
Yeah, it was just another publicity photo,
Yeah.
or like maybe an auction
Yeah.
photo or something.
All right.
I thought
C.
that was like stained glass on the corners for a sec.
Nah.
Uh,
Like
No,
pictures
I mean,
of
it isn't,
Jesus
but
on
that
the
is-
side.
it isn't, but that is probably what they're trying to evoke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
The
page.
jukebox is
That's
my
very
church.
common.
All right, next one.
Yeah, this is the second coming.
Illustrations.
Oh, cool.
AMOA
Oh,
edition.
Wow, wow.
Okay.
So we've got Lock and Chase, Solar Quest, Make Tracks, Gorf. What is this? Pinball.
Dude,
There's a name for
I
it's
don't
not.
know.
It's not Medusa. It's something else. What have I done here? Stern. Oh, this is Turtles.
Turtles, yeah. Turtles, I love that
and-
game.
X.
A tank.
Yeah. So. Oh, and also
Card?
Cyclone
No.
by Williams.
Oh, no, I
No,
think
Black
that's Black
Hole.
Hole.
Black Hole by Gottlieb.
Yeah.
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 I don't like this actually. Like,
No. No.
Really?
I think that it's a bad.
I'm getting some comic book vibes out of it. I don't know.
Well,
Oh,
it's
I-
got the comic book in the corner.
right, but just the way things are all coming together, it makes me think of like those ads you would see in the comic books for like, hey kids, check out what's coming out on CBS Saturday morning.
And were those well designed, Nate?
yeah.
Were those well designed?
Well, I mean, like,
I
no, but I like it.
think
I
the
feel
like
Medusa
it's
one. I think the Medusa image is this from Medusa.
Oh, is
That's
it?
all I can find for it.
I had
It's
I remember I filmed this cabinet Anyways,
Yeah.
you know, I do
Bally,
really like.
Medusa.
I think they do this later, where they do the monochrome and then they have the one key color on the thing. I think that's
Yeah.
cool, but I don't like the composition of this collage. I think it doesn't look good.
No,
So I'm
I
gonna call
agree.
it D.
I agree.
They should not have put the Medusa in there or tried something else because that does not work with their printing method. Like everything else works with the 2-color, but not the Medusa.
I like the lock and chase. That works really well with the colors.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a C
C.
because
I'm gonna
I
say
like it.
B.
I'm on the
B.
D team.
Yeah.
Yeah, D.
No, I meant D. Not,
Oh,
not
D.
B.
Okay.
D. Good.
All right, down to D. But who cares about these arcade games? Because what is really still lighting up the world in 1981? It's the jukebox!
Oh.
Digital jukebox. Oh, this is Wave of the Future. I can
Indeed.
see it.
Oh.
Yep.
And there's
Can
Gary
you
Stern,
zoom in on
still
that
alive
screen?
today.
Yep. This is the Seaberg jukebox. This is how Stern thought they could turn around the jukebox industry, and
Gary
they were wrong. I
Stern.
believe that's Larry Siegel on the far right,
Ah, you've interviewed both these guys.
and the guy with the beard. Then is probably Steve Kaufman,
Okay.
because he was the third principal, and I don't know who the other guy is.
Yeah, not sure. Yeah, there's business people doing business stuff. Look at them. They are forging forward a new future in jukeboxes.
Yeah.
Jukeboxes are about to outpace arcade games as the best sellers in the arcade.
Stern
and-
is about to go on to an epic career as a multi-billion-dollar jukebox company.
Exactly.
What can we read the screen to see what songs are lit up, or is it not?
It looks like it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
genres.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Or it's
genre.
alphabetically
okay.
10 most
10
popular
most
So it's
popular
genres.
titles.
Yeah.
Genres.
Rock
location,
and roll,
news.
country and western, popular jazz and soul, rhythm and blues, disco, Latin and salsa, and old favorites.
I don't know what the sorting, like, how are they sorting this exactly? Because, like,
Oh,
it's not alphabetically.
Completely.
It's not in no particular order, I don't think. Well, it's 10
Maybe
most
it's,
popular titles, so
What would that have been in November 1981? We need Dale in here. Dale, tell us what the most popular titles were in November
oh my god, he's
1981.
probably screaming at the Twitch channel right now.
81. Let's see. That's still pre-Thriller.
Yeah,
So you
the
would
music
have
industry
had-
did not have a lot of good stuff in 1981.
Do any salsa fans know any music on
There maybe Hall and
Okay.
Oates was there. Like
Yeah, you had Hall and Oates. You had yeah,
Foreigner.
you had like there was still Foreigner. That's when Foreigners 4 came out, like Jukebox Hero and Waiting for a Girl Like You. So it's like that.
You see,
era.
Jukebox Hero proves that the jukebox was still viable. Alex,
Exactly.
come on.
The song for 81. Van Halen was kicking around, right? 1981.
Hmm.
Oh, sure.
You had like new wave stuff going on.
Yeah. Some Billy
Boston,
Joel.
Boston was in Journey.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see Journey. on
Well,
the latest cover.
Boston was in the process of everyone realizing that they were not
Had
as
one
good as their
song.
first album
Yeah,
indicated.
yeah, yeah. 81,
I think Amanda was 1981.
Anyways, what do we
Yeah.
rate this cover?
Yeah.
Is the
Sorry.
guy on the right like really short, or is he like composited in, or?
Well, I think they're standing on a
Platform, and he's
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Of
and
it.
then this guy's tall.
Yeah.
I think.
So how tall is this machine? Like, does this really go up to your neck?
No, it's up on
Yeah, it's up on
platform.
a platform.
Yeah, the machine itself is on a platform.
How do you control this machine?
with your mind.
Your mind.
Yeah, there's a keypad here.
Yeah.
That's a keypad.
Neat.
So,
Well, it's
ratings?
yeah.
It's a C for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, C.
It's a C.
I have no
Yeah,
thoughts.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
think anybody
It's
can
a
Decent
disagree.
publicity
It's a C.
photo.
It shows
No.
the thing.
All
If
right.
I had one of those, I'd want to gut it and then put a PDP-10 inside of it.
All right. Well, this one is a type of photo that you should never take yourself. Fireworks
Uh-oh.
photo.
Ah,
Okay.
what are we celebrating?
Oh, boy.
Volleys on the industry are fired by local government. Is this the volley?
Wait a minute.
Success.
They're
It's
trying
a
to blow
trap.
us up.
That's a D for me, because, like, why?
Yeah, this could be
Yeah.
anything.
I can't
Just for
even-
that
for-
reason.
We can't even tell where
F.
it is. Like, it's not 4th
Yeah.
of July related. It's just like
Oh, it's
The-
December related.
December? It's Christmas?
November.
It's
Remember.
Yeah, I guess it's
Yeah.
5th of
this is
November,
a
but no,
British-
it's yeah, exactly. It's not. I'm just
yeah, I'll go D.
C.
yeah.
I'm gonna say F. This cover is meaningless. Meaningless.
Yes.
This cover is bad, and you should feel bad.
It's not
That's
malicious enough to be F.
Yeah, I agree. It's just a D for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Fireworks are fun. They can't be an F.
Next up, a chart. And I think it's
Oh.
computer generated. Look at that.
Awesome.
Early,
Three.
Wow.
early 3D.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Okay, I
Manufacturing,
want to give
R&D,
it points for that.
marketing, and
Because this probably was not actually easy to
What is
an
int?
image to create at the time.
yeah, I
You're
don't know
probably
what
What
right.
is this even?
Yeah, you're probably right. It probably wasn't.
Interest.
Well,
Art
it's
music.
not representing anything real, because you'll notice how
Yeah.
it makes each row makes such a perfectly beautiful
Mhm.
step ladder in front of
And
the one,
we
you
do
know,
not
before
have
it.
the figures for this stuff for these years.
That's right.
Why would they be tracking that in 1969? Honestly, like, yeah. So
Those manufacturing, R&D, marketing, and interests.
it's
I'd give it a
Oh
B
yeah,
for a novel
interest. It might
image.
be interest.
But I
Say
don't like
B.
how it's framed inside this stuff. It's better than it used to be in terms of the framing.
Yeah,
but I
they
don't
should
like
have
this.
just. They should have
Ooh.
lost the
I didn't even know.
CRT framing. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's supposed to be like you're looking at a computer.
I mean, this
I
is a
think so.
3D image.
This could
This was definitely an
Yeah.
actual 3D image that
Yeah.
they made on a computer.
Yeah, I mean, I give them a B for effort personally.
I say C.
Nah, it's just
I
the.
I would say C for the same reasoning, for the effort. If I didn't recognize that effort, I would abstain because I feel nothing for this. But,
Fair.
Laner,
Producing a positive public image.
I said B.
you said B.
Mm-hmm.
Dempsey, what'd you say?
I said a C.
All right.
I think
we're at
I think the
deadlock.
C's have it. Oh,
Really?
you're a B as well, Ethan?
No, I was C. But,
No, if you're a C as well, then the C's have it.
Okay.
I think there were only 2 of us that were B's.
All right.
Done.
Now, December. Yeah, we're getting to the last month of the year in 1981. December 1981. First up, we have Games People Pay. I think it's still called Games People Pay. No, it's changed its name to Games People at this point. No, it is still Games People Pay.
No.
I never
No,
say
that's
anything
wrong.
about it. So, yeah.
Armor Attack?
Armor
Is that what
Attack.
you think it is?
Yeah.
Armor Attack?
Cinematronics
That
Tim
is
Skelly
Armor
game.
Attack.
It was very popular.
Yeah.
Like in most of like the footage I have from back then, I always see an Armor Attack. Always.
I have the Mattel handheld of this, like actually
Oh, do you?
from back
Oh.
then, not like I bought as a collector.
I didn't know
I
that
have
they made a
the,
handheld of that.
Yeah, Mattel made
I have
handheld.
the Vectrex version of that game.
Yes.
Is that kid like really short?
He's small.
Yes.
I think it's a
He's
cocktail.
kid. It is a cocktail cabin as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never played Armor Attack. I have the game on my Vectrex. I never really played it. Is it fun? Is it good?
It is. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's in the Tim Skelly
Okay.
vein. If you like I think if you like Star Castle, you'll probably like it.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
pretty simple,
I'll
but
probably
it
like
has
it.
a lot of interesting graphical stuff going on with it. Yeah, this cover just doesn't really say anything, so it's a C.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, was that Mattel Armor Attack? Was that a VFD game or
It was
was that one of their
LCD.
LCD things?
It was LCD.
Okay. Less interesting. That's fine.
Yeah, and I actually I'll
Oh, cool. Yeah.
post.
So,
I mean, it's not a picture of mine. Mine's at my parents'
Yeah,
house.
right.
But just from the internet. There.
Oh,
There's
neat.
there's the box, which has a little bit of the art as well.
That's
It's
pretty
Yeah.
a
cool.
tank.
And
it's
I
a
have
tank
no idea
shooting
why
game,
I-
that's the main thing.
Yeah, and I have no idea why I have that. I mean, my parents, must have bought it when I was like really, really young. I don't have any other handhelds from that era, but I do have that one.
Ratings.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to send a C again.
Yes, he's fine.
CCC. All right, now let's get another arcade photo in here for replay night, December 1981.
Is it an arcade photo or is it a floor photo with an arcade in
Nope,
it?
it
Oh,
is a
it's an
real
actual arcade photo.
This is from
This is
Malibu
part
Grand
th- this is
Prix,
part
which
3.
was a big chain in California, even though it says Malibu. I know there is a Malibu, California,
that-
but you don't think of Malibu as in California.
And
really
Warner
watched
actually
the-
bought it, so
Oh
Warner
yeah, Warner
actually
did
owned
buy it.
Malibu, just
That
like
is true.
Atari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did look at.
This
some
is a
footage
much
of
better
that.
photo of an arcade.
I really like this photo. I really want a better version of this.
I do
photo,
too.
because I think
Same.
the photo's really
Is that Gorf
great.
back there?
That's
Yeah.
not a Gorf.
Uh, No.
It's too many
uh,
letters.
No, not that, but below it. The
Mm.
yellowing, the yellow lettering.
Nah, it doesn't. I can't notice.
Anyway.
So
Yeah.
Hubs, buy this one for us, please. Thank you. It's just as easy as that. Just ask Hubs, and he'll be able to get it. Nice and easy.
They'll do it.
I almost
right.
I almost want to put this in A, but maybe that's just because I am feeling the
Yeah,
need for
I like
an
this
A.
one.
But it's a B.
It's a B for me.
Centipede. Lots of pinballs. One of those reflector things that was in every arcade for some reason.
It'll come.
B.
Yes.
It'll come.
These
It's a B
Reserve
photo.
your A.
It's,
Up there's a panda for some reason. Alright, it's just there.
To stop the kids from stealing. There is a panda.
Yeah.
Or smoking.
Yes, to stop the kids from smoking. That's right.
Yeah.
Alright, and then this one has been drawn on. Somebody did not like Mr.
Oh, there's Mike Stroll.
Mr. Stroll here.
Mike
Stand-
Stroll.
Standing.
what's with his nose?
They wanted to defame him for some reason. But standing beside two of the biggest hits of 1981, Defender and Black Knight.
Yep. Those are some big ones right there. Unfortunately, the way they had him pose with his plaques there, obscuring so much of the cabinets, is to the detriment of the shot.
Yeah, he probably should have been holding them next to himself, and then.
Right.
Yeah.
But these are probably also kind of heavy.
Exactly. So.
So I don't blame him that much.
Yeah, so I mean, but that makes it a C for me.
Another thing is using brown against this like gray thing, like that makes it far less readable.
Nice coffee stain on there.
Yeah, it sure does.
But I still think it's a C. I think it shows what it needs to show. There are awards. There is Mike Stroll. There is Defender. There is Black Knight. It's all there. It's not awkwardly cut off at the edge or anything.
I think with a little cleaner.
I mean, all this
No,
time is just.
They framed the cabinets nicely. They just ruined it with the award placement.
Yeah, I think with a little bit of cleanup, this cover would look a lot better.
All right, Hubs, buy that one too. Thank you.
Buy all of them, Hubs.
All right. Any objections to C?
And if you buy them from Georgia, I'll transfer them. I'll transport them.
All right, the final cover of December 1981. Are we ready? Are you feeling it?
All right.
Are we all feeling
There
it?
it is.
Last one for me.
It is.
Let's do it.
Covers from other Play
Feeling
Meter
it.
issues.
Oh no! Oh no! I see a couple of D's on there. I do see an
Okay.
A.
F,
But I
F.
see more covers that we rated poorly than covers that we rated well. So that means this is an F. Because not only is it horribly compositive and horribly messy, but they chose, I mean, they're just the covers of the year, I get that. But still, they chose the worst covers, even though
And
they
the
had no
headlines
choice.
of the year.
Yeah, then they
too.
clipped
Yeah, this is
out of
terrible.
the inside
Yeah.
to put the headlines of each of the things.
This is
Yeah,
This
this
is
is very
terrible.
much our key
This is-
staff is already
this
on
is
Christmas
F.
break.
Mm.
Kind of energy.
EU.
Look at the difference of in color and the one with the industry at the crossroads. Like I thought it was like a white cover, but it looked more like a
it's pink.
bluish.
It's pink.
Oh, pink.
Yeah.
It's come through
F.
fine for me. Let's see who had this.
Wade
Pelman
S.
Play
Wright.
Machines. Wade S. Wright.
Straight from the
Nebraska.
Camelot of pool halls.
In
Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah, I don't see how we can do anything else than an F.
F sounds
D.
good. Okay. All right. So Dempsey will be leaving us for the moment, and we'll be taking a short break. Just
Yes.
gonna go to the bathroom and whatnot. Thank you for coming by, Dempsey.
All right, have fun. See you later.
Yep, thanks for joining us.
All right, and we will be right back. See you in a bit. Alrighty. Okay, we're back.
Okay.
How are we feeling, everybody? Have these covers
Um,
energized you? Has this collection
No.
of covers on a cover of a magazine energized your spirits?
We
No.
need some A's badly.
We need A's. We need less C's.
Elf needs A badly.
Yes, indeed. So let us talk about 1982. So we're moving into the golden age of the arcade. I mean, we're already in the golden age of the arcade.
Golden age of the jukebox, you mean?
Yes, indeed. So how much money was the arcade making in 1982, Alex?
Oh gosh, it was 8 billion-ish.
Now, how much of that money do you think was spent towards making good covers?
I mean, I don't think the trades were getting that money.
Well, they definitely got a higher subscriber base. That's why it's easier to
They
find
did,
stuff in
because
1982.
our arcades were exploding in 1982. Everyone was getting in on the arcade thing. All of them on credit. That wasn't a good idea.
And even general news
I've heard this story
organizations
before.
were starting to buy Playmeter and Replay and reprint quotes from those. So, there were
Yep.
people paying attention. But we're not doing either of those first. We're doing Games People first. So let's see what they have to show for us in 1982. It's the big year. They better come out with some big guns.
Those are some people, all right.
Yeah.
That's nice posing. I like the shot composition with the cascading people going into the background.
Yeah, I'm fine
You
with
know.
that.
Yeah.
They're playing
could be.
Defender, which
Yeah.
automatically takes us down to a D. Because Defender.
D for Defender.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a good B for me.
But look at this text. Look at this.
Video Association's next.
It disappears into the white on the background.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And which one's the California State Champion? Is it this guy because he's centered? Is it this guy because they lead off and they're leading left? Which one?
Yeah.
Which one's the champion?
Yeah. It's a little confusing.
I bet it's the guy with the beard you can barely see.
That's Steve Jobs.
I knew it.
He said he hated games all along, but
He was actually the California State Champion.
indeed. I'm gonna call this C.
I'd say C. Not off to a good start.
I'd give it a B. Honestly,
I'm in the
Give
B
it a
crowd. I'm fine with
Laner.
the B here.
Tie
I
break.
just
I have no strong feelings.
That's a C. No strong
Yeah.
feelings is a C.
Yeah.
So
There it goes.
there you go.
Into the
It
slot.
seems like games people pay have kind
Oh,
of a house
no.
style. They all look the same.
Okay, we
Oh
have.
no!
we
What have you
to
done,
really say
Playmeter?
all
You
of
were
these
like
books.
if you thought
we-
our magazine cover was something special, wait till you see what we've got planned in the new year.
And it's all
Are they
inside
inviting
of
me
CRT.
to play Jeopardy?
I'll take Pacific Novelty Manufacturing for 100, Alex.
That might be, Bernie might be here somewhere. Little Bernie.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, so I mean, just as an explanation for this on the stream, the trades did do photo spreads on the big show because everyone wanted to be seen, so they would go around to the booths and take pictures of people at their booths. So that's common inside the magazine, but doing it as the cover is just kind of ick.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Let's
Is that the Stern jukebox we saw earlier?
So this
It is.
This is
There
Tom
you go.
Campbell, who was their salesman. I've been trying to find him. This is Bally or Midway. I don't know who
Yeah,
these are.
Well, that's probably, is that Hank Ross again on the right? I don't know.
It
Maybe
doesn't
not.
look like him to me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so Centauri, which of course Alex just did
Centauri.
an episode about.
Yeah, I believe
I'm-
that's Ed Miller in the center in the suit. It's
Yeah,
hard to
that
tell
seems
from that
about right.
picture, but that looks like it would be him.
These are parts
I am
people.
halfway through the Center Eye episode right now. But I do have to say, Alex, real quick. It's not Binghamton, New York. It's Binghamton, New York.
Ah.
That's how you pronounce that.
Binghamton.
Uh,
Gotcha.
Yeah,
What
Binghamton.
is this? Oh, this is
In case
Solar
you ever
Quest.
need to
This-
say that CD again.
This
In case
is
you ever need to
Cinema
say the name of
that's
that city
fine.
again.
That's good to know.
I don't know if you ever will, but
Yeah.
Got Atari showing
Anyway,
off
sorry.
Tempest.
Yeah.
Then we have so this is also so this is Midway. This is Iggy Wolverton, I think. They had like Midway was
Oh yeah, the
very,
monitors. Yeah.
very early on the second higher monitor thing, which
Yeah.
Dragon's Lair had become famous for. Universal, there's Paul Jacobs.
There's Paul Jacobs. I do recognize him.
He is very distinguishable. You can see him everywhere. Maybe Gottlieb? I'm not sure. Possible to tell. Yeah, this caveman thing. Who made Caveman? Was that Stern? Did Stern put that out?
No, wasn't that Gottlieb? Caveman was Gottlieb. wasn't it?
Okay. So yeah,
is
maybe
that
it's
that
Gottlieb.
Caveman? That's like the weird hybrid pinball video game thing.
Oh,
Caveman.
right. Yeah, it was a pin.
Yeah, that's Gottlieb. And
Yeah.
yes, it was. So fun story about Caveman. That was kind of one of their first attempts to kind of move into video, and they had already started their video game division, and basically Gil Pollock, who later bought everything and turned the company into Premiere, was really gung ho about doing this because he didn't want to see the pinball side of the company die, and Howard Rubin, who had recently been hired to run the video game division, was very much against it. So they were both in the president's office, and so was the sales guy, C. Marshall Karras or Karras, I don't know where the emphasis on the syllable is, were all in the office, and Pollock was for it, and Rubin was against it, and so the president asked Karras his opinion, and he just kind of tried to punt it, and he was fired right there in the meeting.
Jeez.
At
for
least
not
according to Rubin.
Yeah, well,
that's
but
Rubin's story.
Yeah.
he did leave the company at that time. And, of course they all just say that, resigned to pursue other opportunities because that's what they always say.
Yeah.
I believe that story.
So
Wow.
then here's the Playmater thing. I'm not sure if a photo of Eddie Adlam ever appeared in Playmater. But, they show off their own stuff. I don't know what this would be. What
Those
Western hats?
Those are some cowboys
Yeah.
and gals.
And this is Eliminator.
Oh.
There's Frank.
Yeah.
That's... Oh, actually, I don't know who that is. I don't know who the rest of these people are.
Uh-oh.
We need a better version of this. Valley, of course, with their
Yeah.
pool tables. Not sure, and not sure. We'll look at this again. Yeah, so this is a D.
Yeah, it's a D. It's not quite as bad as the cover of covers.
Yeah,
Okay, D.
I'll agree with that.
Next up, another arcade, and it's got all these secondary monitor things.
Yeah, it's
well,
got
actually, no, this is not
secondary
even an
monitors.
arcade. I think this is also still the AMOA. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it says right there.
Yeah.
So this is just the Midway booth, and they're showing off secondary things. There's Kickman, the worst game people think is good. Kickman is not
People
good.
People
Nate,
think it's
don't You
good.
try. Yes.
Are you sure they don't just
It's-
think it's good ironically?
People.
It's not the worst game I've ever played. Put
A
it that
ringing
way.
endorsement if I've ever heard one.
Okay, I just saw this. What Centaur review? Why was this person so interested in this? That's interesting.
Mm.
Centaur review, page 82.
Oh, it's the Big Valley 50 there, 1932 to 1982.
Look at that. And then, and
What
at
do
this
they do
point,
through
they
82? Ballyhoo.
Indeed,
That's right.
we did cover that.
Yeah.
So when we did the pinball episode, yeah, this is a
That's-
C.
A C. Yeah, it's a C for me.
Does anybody see something different?
I don't know. I think it's a D. I don't know. Nothing pops in this picture. It's just like, here's a bunch of gray boxes. You don't even see the front of the monitors. Like, you didn't even see what's on them.
They were afraid of getting a copyright strike.
Yes, the arcade industry, well known for its heeding of copyright laws.
Dilly, what do you say?
It has been muted.
Laner, what do you say?
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, I'll say C.
Okay,
Sorry, I'm just making food right now.
it's good.
I wish I had my mic on while I loudly make a sandwich.
Delicious.
What kind of sandwich are you making?
I'm making a melt.
Ooh.
Oh.
Cheese,
With what?
tomato.
Okay.
Just cheese and tomato.
A
Hey,
traditional.
that's a
Make
good.
something
That's still a
quick.
good melt. Yeah.
Oh, 2 kinds of cheese.
There you
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Before we get too far down that road,
You've been
all
on fire
right,
with
let's
food lately.
talk about breadbasket.
go. Oh.
Whoa.
Man, those
What
are some
on
lemons
earth?
right there.
Not in my town.
Game
thought-
kids go home. They're called gamers, sir.
No, excuse me, they're vidiots. Don't forget about
Idiots.
vidiots. Oh yeah, speaking of, I was
Not in
supposed
my
to
town.
do a post.
Oh, the BizOps, the blue suede shoe men are
Yep.
coming.
Yep, BizOps are back. Business opportunity seminars. And whoever wrote this was very interested on what was on page 88, 102.
That's
and
how you
98.
know you're in a bubble when the BizOps people are swooping in.
License hikes. You have to go hiking to get your license. Oh my god.
Not in my town.
And I like this brass silverware over here. I mean, you can't call it
So
silverware. I guess.
can we confirm? This is important for the grade. Can we confirm that the table is set appropriately? That the place setting is appropriate? Do we have things in the proper order
I think
here?
it
Do
is.
we really need 2 spoons when you're just eating lemons?
Well,
That's not
One's a soup
lemons!
spoon,
Those
Dilly.
are-
Oh,
Bread! That's bread! That's bread.
no. They really are
What?
lemons.
Those are
I
lemons.
believe,
Those are-
aren't they?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
those are very nice things.
Are they
those
lemons
things
or are they
bread.
eggs? Now I'm starting
It's
to
not
doubt. But I
eggs.
think
Those
they're
are not
lemons.
eggs. Those are humongous eggs.
Yeah.
They're
Those are
lemons.
I was gonna say,
they're ostrich eggs.
They don't
Yeah,
have
right.
tips.
No, they're
not
lemons.
lemons. They're
No, they really
What?
are
Yes,
lemons.
they do. You
They're
just
lemons.
chose the tip.
Yeah, they're lemons.
Because
It's a
it's,
lemon.
because it's bad stuff, so it's like, oh, it's sour.
Exactly.
Like
Red
a lemon.
Yeah.
Or it could be bad egg, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but no, they are too big
Oh,
to be
no.
eggs. I wasn't.
Now you got me
focusing
confused.
in on the one in the hand. They're
I'm
too big to be
freaking out.
eggs. Those are lemons.
Those are lemons.
All right, this is the D. I don't like this. I don't like the way that the
Yeah, I
text is
don't.
laid out.
I actually think this is an F personally. I am not impressed.
it makes me uncomfortable. I give it a D.
Yeah.
What's your rating, Dilly?
Yeah, let's say a D.
All right.
I'm in the kitchen right now. There's a bunch of lemons, so I can remake another cover. Hold on.
This is all. This
Oh, God.
Dilly's quest is now to remake every cover.
It's
Replay
an
and
art.
play
It's an art project. Hold on, I got-
Beautiful. I love it. All right, now we get to talk
Whoa.
about this.
That is some ketchup and mustard going on right there.
Yes, indeed.
Oh.
So this is the Atari World Championships we were talking about before. So there was this company
Which were
called...
as sad as that picture.
Yeah. I mean, they're trying... Like, that's the storytelling. Like, it's not...
Yeah,
they're
I know
not
it
showing
is.
this just because that was the only photo
They're showing
they
this
had.
exactly because it was a sad thing.
Yes. So the company Tournament
Okay.
Games. Actually, we saw them on another cover back a while ago. They were big in foosball tournaments. And they set up this big tournament that was going to take place in Chicago, I believe, for Atari. So Atari partnered with them because they're not running the event. And it was mainly Centipede and Asteroids were the two main games being played, but they promised to have several thousand people come in, and I think it was only like 500 that showed up for the competition.
No.
All right.
They did not set the arcade machines to free play, so the people had to put in their own quarters to play.
Oh.
And when the competition ended, the first and second place checks bounced.
Oh.
Yeah, Atari did, because of the embarrassment, Atari ended up covering the prize checks because it was such a PR disaster, even though they had no obligation to do so. But
I love this story.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love this story. I love this image. This is very strong off the main fair at an anime convention.
Yes,
kind of
exactly.
energy with this. I love everything about this.
Yeah.
A. This is an A.
Definitely not an A. This is the D. Especially because it's like super overexposed. Like, look at that. Like,
Well, yeah,
you
it's
said,
a poor
completely
photography.
appropriate
All of that
subject material.
white, they didn't compensate for all of that white when taking the shot, and it washed out the whole image.
Yeah. You know, I mean, but having like that background about the story and just what a disaster this whole thing was. I mean, I don't know, seeing
And they
that
tee you up
guy
for that.
like
They say
lying on the
German
ground, like, you know, this just.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it sells. I think it sells what a terrible
this is
thing it was.
exactly. This is saying something. This is the equivalent of like, this is the video game equivalent of like showing a starving child on the cover. I mean, this is political.
well, these guys,
right here.
I don't know what these guys are doing with all these cups over here.
And I just love that there's just a pool table peeking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had, like, I simplified the story, but they did have several different tournaments going on at once. The video game one was the main one, but they did have.
But it does
pool and foosball.
lose. Yeah, but it does lose points for me for being washed out and for that ketchup and mustard design of the rest of the cover, which is just ugh.
I'm okay with the ketchup and mustard, but. What was I gonna say? I can't believe the machines were set to free play. I am so.
Yeah.
That's really bad idea.
Dilly, what's your rating?
I'd say D. Yeah, this is.
We're on the D train.
We're on the D. We're all riding that
Laner
D
said
train.
A. Alex, what did you say?
I didn't yet, but I guess I'll join you on the D train.
All right.
I think this could have been something, but
It's not a good
it
photo.
didn't. But it can't be a C. It is way too interesting to be a mess C.
How do you? I mean, because you're talking about overexposure. Of course, back then, you had to be. I guess you would have hired professional photographers for this reason, but
Right. They must have had a way to white balance. I mean, I'm not a photography expert, but there must have been a way.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's things like light meters for when you're taking a photo with analog style, but I don't know. I recently got my Nana's old Brownie Hawkeye camera, and I'm thinking about taking some photos with it, but I'm scared that I don't know enough about analog.
All right, it's Midway's Marauders, everybody.
Oh.
I don't really know what this photo's trying to communicate, if they're like taking it out because it's not allowed here, or if they're just putting it in. Like, I don't know who Beckons is. Mr. Beckons here.
1982, Pac-Man is old news. Got to bring in Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Beckons, that is... Beckons, I assume it's probably the same Beckons. Beckons is a moving company.
Ah.
There you go.
Beckons Van Lines.
They got to bring out the old model because the superior Junior Pac-Man is coming in. They got.
Oh my God. Never ask Nate about his Pac-Man opinions because you will be appalled.
They're all terrible. Like, I can't defend them. I love Baby Pac-Man. I'm sorry.
You love Junior Pac-Man.
I love Junior Pac-Man. I love Baby Pac-Man. I'm very
Okay.
wrong, but
What are
it
your
is what
thoughts
it
on
is.
Ghost Zone?
So I think that it just doesn't communicate properly. I think it's not framed very well. That's a D.
It's very confusing. Yeah, I agree with the
yeah.
D.
Okay, D.
Yeah.
All right, are we
Come
ready
on,
for
magazines, get it together.
some? Are we ready for some business people doing business things?
Ooh, at the business factory.
Ooh, exciting.
Oh, I'm not dressed up enough for this.
These are. Oh,
So this is
What
Taito.
Taito game is that?
Yep.
Kicks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Kicks.
Oh yeah, so that's Jack. That's Jack Mattel.
Jack
on
Mattel,
the far left
Keith
there.
Egging.
I think Paul Moriarty, and then Paul Moriarty in the center there,
Yeah.
I believe, with the glasses.
And this is
who's
Keith
the guy in the
Egging.
plaid suit?
Yeah, and that's and I don't know who the other
talked
guy.
to half. We've talked to half of these people.
Yeah.
Cool.
We unfortunately missed Jack Mattel. He was alive till 2016.
Yeah, by not much. It was
Mm.
kind of unfortunate. He went all the way back to the 40s is when he got into this.
Yeah, he was an old blood. We don't know who this guy is.
Thank you, honey.
Alpine Ski,
Yeah.
which Taito made so many weird games that like nobody talks about. It's,
Right.
especially in
You
the
know,
80s.
I gathered that. Yeah, I gathered that, especially talking to you when we were at the Ghost.
I just love how everyone's in their power suits, and then Jack Mattel is rocking it like it is still party time in the 70s.
Mm.
You said Jack. That's him. He was alive till 2016.
Yep.
Yeah.
God, he looks old there.
He
Yes.
is. He was like 50
Wow.
something.
Yeah, he was pretty old then. They wanted a veteran presence, and then they got mad because
He was
they
telling
didn't
them when
wanna
they
do
were
anything with
stupid.
the veteran. Exactly, and they didn't like that. You know, because I interviewed Paul Moriarty, and he told me a little bit about that give and take there.
Paul Moriarty
Jack
passed
Mattel.
away 2017 or 2018.
It was months after I interviewed him.
Yeah.
And it's actually kind of interesting. I didn't know he had cancer, but obviously he knew he had cancer. But there were times during the interview where he was talking kind of wistfully about where the time go and that kind of stuff. And it's like that took on a whole new subtext when I realized he had cancer at the time we were talking.
Wow.
Yeah, I got him interviewed just in time.
Yeah.
But this
We
sure
miss
is,
a lot of them, but we also catch a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the
We
way it goes.
so yeah, this is business people doing business things, so it's a C.
Yep.
Okay,
So
no
style
good.
points for Mr. Mattel.
Yeah.
Yes, this would be a C plus minus. Is what it would be. All right.
Yes. Ooh.
Directory issue.
no.
What's more
No.
American than a quarter play, apple pie,
God.
hot dog, and baseball?
Oh my god, it's so terrible. I love it.
Oh, this was from Bellata Distributing. Look at that.
Oh, big name, big
Yeah.
name.
We know who those are.
That is the most detailed apple pie I've ever seen.
Wow, yeah, that is a thick apple pie right there.
Yes, indeed.
It,
Thick
it
with
just
two
makes me
Cs.
want to stand up and salute.
I'm surprised this wasn't during the bicentennial. This would have been amazing.
Exactly, yeah.
I love it.
And we can see the artist down here, Ted Kroll.
All right, Ted Kroll, where are you? Ted Kroll, artist.
Let's see. Is he still around? Still
Is he?
pimping America?
Who is this?
Is this
I'm
like
just
one
getting
of
a-
those Mad,
I'm just getting a
Mad
golfer.
Magazine back to cover images where he folded over, it turns into Jenna Jameson.
I'm kind of coming on to the idea of liking this, so I'm gonna give it a B.
I'm gonna give it a B as well.
Yeah, sure. I'll give it a B. This is the best directory issue they've done.
It's camp. I don't know. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing I'm noticing through this is that illustrations are very rare in these covers.
Yeah.
So
Because they don't have
I
time.
will take them where I can get them.
They have no
Yeah.
time.
I
Okay.
can't find anything about a Ted Kroll.
Oh man, he's lost to
So
the
it's like-
mists of history, or maybe that's his pen name. I don't know.
M.I. Well, it's just there's a famous golfer with the same name, so everything just comes up with him.
All right. Are we ready to face the invasion? Because that's what's going down
Always.
here.
Oh.
Ooh.
Classic B-movie style thing going on, but you can't read the text.
I like it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate. That was a bad choice.
I'll live with
I
that.
don't care. I give
I
it
like
an A.
the image though. I'm
Yeah.
giving this an A. I like.
Yeah, I'm
it.
also going A.
You're going A? I was gonna say
Absolutely.
Hey,
B.
baby.
What'd you
Look
say,
how
Nate?
cool that neon looks against
It's a
the
fun image.
cities.
I
Like, that
feel like
looks cool.
we're really desperate for an A.
What did you say, Nate?
I think I would have given. I was just gonna say I would have given this an A anyways. I just Alex was saying you can't read the text, and my thought was, well, I don't care. I think it looks cool. Like,
I don't know what game specifically they're talking about here, but you know.
Yeah.
it could be anyone.
Or all of them.
Aliens invading.
Not all of them have the pretext of aliens invading necessarily.
Well, I know, but I mean, the games are invading. You know,
Mm.
All right,
Alien
that's an A
games.
This is the
tier.
AoE
We have
seminar
our
preview.
third A
Yeah.
tier.
Man, we need some more. I'm just waiting for Gene and
Yeah.
Tom on their little
That's
motorbikes.
almost the last one that I have because I only went up to 1985 so far. It takes time to get these covers off. All right, April
Takes a little
1982, Games People. It is Lowen Onomaten. Look at that. Or Lowen America.
Yeah.
For some reason, they decided to try and distribute in America. I don't know why, but
Well, they came to America. They became a big jukebox player in America, didn't they?
I thought the jukebox was dead, Alex.
Yeah, but I mean, nevertheless, there they were. I think they became one of the big companies in jukeboxes in the U.S. Eventually. So, yeah, with them NSM, yeah. So that tracks.
Yeah, this.
See, I know a thing or two about jukebox.
Yeah.
Those ones that use Edison cylinders are really neat. The hexagonal ones. They have one of those at Disneyland Paris. Anyway,
So yeah, this is. It's not a great
Again,
angle on.
Yeah. And I don't know why it zoomed out so much. I mean, you don't need to see the ceiling or the floor in front. They could have zoomed that in and had a much nicer image.
Like that.
low.
Exactly.
What is that? Llewellyn.
Lowen.
Lowen.
Well,
Leuven,
it's an yeah, it's a
Oh,
Leuven.
okay.
Leuven.
Leuven.
They
Yeah.
were a German company.
Leuven.
Yeah, Lowen Onomaten was the biggest distributor in Germany. They carried
Okay.
most of the major lines, including Atari and whatnot. So they didn't make games.
And then
They
And then the founders of the company created a company, NSM, to actually get into the jukebox manufacturing business, and they were one of the big companies worldwide in jukeboxes in like the 90s and stuff.
so I call this a D.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm down with that.
Yep.
You down
Yeah.
with the kids?
I like how they have their little Schindler's List moment there, though. You know, with that one little bit of
Yes.
red on all the black and white.
Oh.
Okay, replay April 1982. Again, this is it's been skewed.
Right.
And it's kind of folded up on the bottom here. Court decisions impact on amusement industry. Little Johnny won't be able to play with the giant trackball anymore. I don't even know what game this is.
No,
It's definitely not. It's not Centipede or Missile Command.
it's not Missile Command. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one has square buttons. Like that's weird.
Yeah.
No,
when it says Midway and Atari say no to speed up, so they're talking about things like super missile attack and stuff.
yes.
Or
Speed
they-
up kits.
Yeah.
If you thought they hated kits, let me tell you, they hated speed up kits.
Okay.
To take a game that they could make a sequel to, that they could sell for more money, but then they're now some competitors just making it faster, which is pretty much what they were gonna do when they made the sequel anyway. You know. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Ratings.
See, I don't like it. I don't like any of these covers that are like slanted. Like it always feels like
Yeah.
a mistake to me.
I'd say C because it's inoffensive, which doesn't wow me.
I would go C. That sounds
All right.
fair.
I do like the yellow and the blue. I think it looks pretty good in terms of just the impact. But yeah, it is C.
Oh, I just took a look. I just took a look at the lemon picture.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Why?
Yes.
Thank you, Dilly. Thank you. All right. Now we have tactics for tight credit.
Oh,
and oh my god,
no.
it is that shade of green. That one.
Kill it with fire. F
This
all
is
the
the
way.
worst cover that they have ever done.
I swear to God, every cover that involves money is just like cursed. Like F. Oh my God.
Wow, I
And
didn't think
just slanting the text just because they can.
Yeah.
Those monsters.
I like
Because
the
it's
yellow
literally the
Playmater.
only effort they put in.
It looks like cheese.
it's got the mesquite case. Anti-arcade attacks gather steam. Pin games for sub-teens.
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 Is that like
Oh.
subhumans?
Is that what I am?
Teenagers who are really into
Am I
submarine.
submarine to you guys?
Hey. Seawolf was really big back in the day.
Yeah.
I prefer depth charge. Thank you very much.
We played that.
Or as I call it, reverse Seawolf.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get this off the screen, please. All right, we have our first
Yeah.
cash box cover. Again, Mike Stroll. He shows up on
yeah.
so many of these covers.
He is a poster boy, that's for sure.
Hyperball by
Well,
Williams.
very photogenic.
Hyperball, not one of the most remembered of the Williams output of this period.
This
It's
was
no,
at a Galloping Ghost, but it was broken.
Yes,
so
it
we couldn't
was.
Play it.
Yes.
it's no
Is
no
this sort of-
Flash, Firepower, Gorgar, or Black Knight though.
Is
There's
this
Black
in the
Knight.
same? Is this in the same vein as that?
Oh
what's
no,
that
I
one
meant
game where-
Hyperball
where-
is
Okay, fair.
those things. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the game? Is this sort of like in the same vein as I'm trying to think of the name of the game, but you shoot the silver balls like at the different poles that line up at the end, and there's like a lightning motif, red lightning motif. I can't remember the name of it. But it's
Well, the
kinda
Bally
make me think
one.
of that.
I need to look because I posted about this on Twitter.
yeah.
let's
It's
see.
something generic like firepower or something.
Well,
not Firepower.
Firepower is a Williams game, but
Well, yeah, but that's just a pinball, right? I mean, that's a
yeah.
Yes,
fire. Yeah, I'm thinking of one where it's like kind of like Crossfire.
Oh,
That
I
one.
know exactly the game you're talking
Yes.
about. It's an Atari thing, isn't it? Didn't Atari do it?
I don't think it's Atari. I think it's Williams. I can't remember.
Rapid Fire
it's-
is the
that sounds
was the
right.
Midway one, or the Bally one rather. So and there was a
Okay.
suit about that
Yeah,
between
but
Bally and
talking
Williams.
Okay.
Rapid Fire and Hyperball have
Okay.
the same kind of motif,
Yeah.
and basically they sued over patent infringement.
Yes. I played the one and not the other. That's what because the Strong Museum has one, so I played that one there.
you know.
This cover is
I'm-
not well done.
C.
I'm gonna say D.
It's just,
I don't think it's.
wow.
I think that there's just something not right about the way that they frame this.
It does look like he's about to be devoured by the mist there, doesn't it?
We'll see
Or
that in another
Mashadar
one
for you Wheel of
coming
Time
out.
fans out there.
So I say D.
Yeah, I don't know what's going.
I
I agree
say-
now that I notice
yeah.
that mist stuff going on. That's just weird.
What'd you
It's
say,
like they
Dylan?
wanted to have the smoke machine going for the shot, but they took the shot too early.
Is that mist or is that discoloration
It
of the
might
cover?
be discoloration
I
because this is.
don't-
They do mist in some other covers. I can tell you.
I
that
don't
much.
think it's discoloration because it comes out naturally. It blends naturally with the gray on the right side is the thing. I don't think it's discoloration. But Deli, I did not mean to interrupt you.
Oh, I didn't even say anything.
Oh, okay.
I
Well, then
Yeah,
I'm glad
rating?
Well, yeah, I'm glad I interrupted you.
Yes, exactly. Didn't have anything to say anyway.
Laner?
It's just another publicity photo. C.
Guy plus cabinet and nothing is C.
All right. So I think it goes to C.
I believe you're correct.
C. I am not
May
entertained.
1982, Games People Pay. It's still called Games People Pay.
Oh, but now in color.
Okay.
Yes. Well,
Alright.
kind of
Oh.
color. It's got tints.
Yeah.
Convertible games are still up in the air.
Neat.
I like that
Oh.
the art on this is actually Speedway for like I think
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
Practically
Yeah.
looks like it. I like
Uh-huh.
this.
Yeah, I do
it's
too.
fun. I
And
think
that
it's
car
so-
is a convertible.
Oh,
quirky.
Oh,
nice.
I
Uh-huh.
get
Yeah, no, I
it.
got that.
Uh-huh.
I got that right
Yeah.
away. Exactly. I like it.
Yep.
The clouds are really good. Look at that. I really like the clouds.
Yeah.
And the drawn money is not sad for a change.
Well, maybe if we zoom in, let's see.
Kind of
Is that
sad.
yet? Do you see the tear rolling down its face?
A single tear on George Washington's face.
I didn't think I thought it would
I
be
like
put in
this.
some guy.
I mean, I don't know that I want to give it an A, but
Nah.
I wouldn't,
Hmm.
but I give it a B.
I definitely a B.
B it goes.
I would kind of say an A, like an A minus, but I'm fine
Yeah,
with B.
it's close. It's close.
It's really, I
It's
really
clever.
like this.
See, we're getting better. We're getting better.
We're getting slightly better.
That's
You
the
have to
tiniest
admit,
bit
it's
better.
getting better.
This next one's gonna be awful just because we said
Getting
So-
better all the
so-
time because it can't get no
Makes
worse.
You got to admit. You got to admit it's getting better.
Yeah.
1982, right? That's when we're in January 82.
May.
Late May,
Late
1982.
Late May.
Late May, 1982.
What was the proliferation of electromechanical games like Speedway or Wild Cycle at the
Oh,
time?
No, non-existent by this time.
Okay, I was gonna
Aside from
say,
legacy stuff that it was.
Well,
there.
yeah, but I mean, that some of that kind of stuff persisted into the late 70s. But once video really sunk its teeth in, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, for like
That was
through
it.
80 and 81, 82, they're like electromechanical as a category really wasn't a thing. Like pinball was hanging on. It still had some success in this period, but once video collapses in 83, everybody's looking for alternatives, and so that's when you get more kind of electromechanical things, but they're using electronics now because things are confusing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Right.
that leads to redemption games. They're not necessarily redemption games in the beginning, but it's complicated. Nobody's written that history yet, and because Alex and I are kind
Is
of
that
focused on the video, it's it's not quite gonna be.
is that
written
what
yet.
Airball is born
Yeah.
out of?
Airball?
Yeah,
Well-
is that what Airball like from Milwaukee?
Yeah, but that was from the
MCI?
70s.
That was
That's
seven- that
a
was
Oh, that's
70s
70s?
game.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
that was
Yeah.
a long time
I
ago.
always think
They-
I always think of that one as like an early '80s one because of the colors on it. But-
Yeah.
Yeah.
The-
Huh.
It almost became their first solid state game,
Indeed.
but
Oh,
they
wow.
couldn't get it to work right, the prototype,
Mm.
so they went with electromechanical.
There's also, and probably the biggest, well, it's in a mechanical game. Maybe it's technically an electromechanical, but Chex comes out in this.
Mm.
Ah, yes, it does. With them hockey games.
Indeed.
Yeah,
All right,
made about
Moving
20 minutes
on.
away from me.
exiting. Oh, this photo. They're looking so proud.
A hard A.
There's Pete Kaufman, Larry Hutcherson, and the other
Oh.
then must be
Oh.
Lila
What?
Zentner,
Look
right?
at that chin.
Is that Howell Ivy?
I think that's Larry Hutchinson, not Hal Ivy.
I thought that
He was their
Howell Ivy.
marketing guy. He was still there in the 80s, right?
Yeah,
I'm
I know Larry
almost-
Hutchinson was still there.
Yeah, I'm
But-
almost positive that's him and not Hal Ivy.
Is that
Oh
Lila?
my god!
Oh, no,
I
that's
want
not
my
Lila
next
Zentner.
family portrait to be taken like this.
With the
But
cabinets and all.
Katie and the kids, we're gonna be lined up, and there's gonna be like 3 Wizard of Wars. It'll be great.
Yeah, it's it's cheesy, but it's charming. So I'm not.
It's very charming.
I'm not mad about it. I think
Yeah.
that it definitely.
Actually, no, I take that back. I think that is Hal Ivey.
Yeah, I thought so. He like that was how his
that's how
mustache
Ivy.
always was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it is corny as hell to have the inspirational looking up to whatever they're looking at. But I think it's well composed. So I say a B.
It is. I'm fine with it.
I give it a B. B.
I thought you were hard A. Come on.
A. I am a hard A. I take it back.
Say what you mean. You don't have to just follow consensus. Laner, what do
A.
you think?
Okay.
Yeah, B.
I'm
It's,
gonna go
fun
B.
image.
All right.
Good use
Yay.
of the business.
So this one,
Business people.
but this is funny.
We talk about the chin. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Look at that, they all
Kaufman has a leading man chin, that's for sure.
Wow.
He was
Look
a
at Hal
magnetic
Ivey. He looks so
person.
hopeful and bright.
I made Death Race. All right, the fair sex and videos in a cursive font for some reason.
Because
Because
girls.
it's more
Fairer.
elegant, just like
Mm.
the
Yes.
ladies.
The ladies.
Gene Plingston of
Pinkston. Pinkston, there's no L there.
Oh, okay. What's Emmett?
Plinkett? Plinkett? Is that who this is going to? Oh,
No,
Pinkston.
it is
Pinkston.
not Plinkett.
MS is Mississippi, I do
Mississippi.
believe.
Yeah.
Jeez, wherever the person that Keith got these from, it like got them from all over the place. Like Jesus.
Right.
I wish I could see
I
what game
mean,
they were
those
playing.
are a couple of ladies on a magazine cover. I'll give them that.
Yeah, it's very tight in shot. It's not really showing the games or anything. Of course, they got perms because it's the 80s.
Indeed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is a
That is pretty tame by 80s hair standards, really.
Well, it took until like 84, 85
Yes,
for the
it
hairspray
is
to
the early
really
80s.
ramp up.
Well, yes, I like, in Stranger Things, I find it hilarious how in the latest season everyone finally has big hair amongst the women on the show. It's like,
Yeah.
yep, we've hit that period.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got the perms going. I mean, it's a C for me. It's whatever.
I really don't like the font that they used for the fair sex and videos
It's-
because it
the whole
makes
thing's a
me
bit
think.
sexist.
Well, yeah, well, not just that, but like that's the kind of font that they would use on like regional gospel act records. You know, like it just looks cheap.
Look how daintily she's holding
Like-
the joystick as well.
Oh, it's so dainty. Yeah.
Katie, is this how you hold the joystick? Color over here.
Yeah, I'll have to ask her. She just ran out to go pick up pizza. But
Oh, okay.
when she comes back, I'll ask her.
Dilly, what do you say?
Oh, look at that! She just came home.
It's kinda-
We'll ask her. Keep it on. Keep it on his page for a second. We'll ask her.
It's just a fair sex thing. Game.
It's a fair sex thing.
The fair sex and video.
Katie, we got a good cover for you to rate for you to rank for us.
All
Your
right, Katie,
thoughts.
come on in.
You gotta, hold on, just gotta bring the pizza upstairs.
All right, we'll give
From
it a
one
Her
to
notes-
10.
her
Katie,
first
from 1 to
question-
10.
her first question was, "Are there sequins on it?" The answer is no. No, in fact, it's a little bit sexist. So we need your. did you hear her groan?
It's not
Man.
quite what you think.
Anomaly. That's everyday life here.
The fair sex and videos.
Oh my gosh.
Is that how you hold a joystick, honey, when you're playing video games?
Only if my nails are done really well. Look at that.
Well,
She's got
they-
manicured
I-
nails.
she-
That's why.
The nails,
Oh,
yep,
okay.
the nails are there.
Yep. See, that's something I wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey.
You can't grip something with long nails and then cut.
What do you rate it? We'll put it wherever you rate it. A, B, C,
Yeah.
D, or F
What,
tier.
What do you rate it, honey?
Yeah,
8?
5 out of one
School
to
grade.
10.
Like a 3.
Which
A
is like
3?
what, an F for you?
That's a
That's a
D.
D.
Oh,
Yeah.
school grade.
School
Sorry.
grade.
I
Yeah.
was homeschooled. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right,
Yeah.
that goes to D,
F.
just because of Katie.
D. We give it a D.
Fine. B
All
is
righty.
fine.
They took
Beautiful.
your vote.
Beautiful.
D, and it's only not an F because at least it has representation of women on the front.
Yeah, there you
Fair,
go.
fair. All right. Then this one we've
Ew.
got the
Ooh.
missing link.
Caveman!
Caveman.
Captain Caveman!
And son. Anybody? Anybody?
Oh, Lord.
What are you
Um,
talking about?
Oh, that's
Is it a
from
pinball? Is it a video? It is just terrible.
it's from the Flintstones.
I'm talking about the
You ever seen
game.
that?
I know of
I'm
it.
aware of it. Yes, I saw that. I believe
This is a C.
Yeah.
when Pebbles and Bam Bam are like teenagers or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the one. Oh, you're talking
No,
about the one where
I'm
the
talking-
main Flintstones are
Our
kids.
Right.
baby. There's
Yeah, I've
Yes.
seen that. I've seen that
Spin-offs.
too. I've
I'm
seen
more of
that.
a- I'm more of a Fred and Barney meet the thing kind of guy.
What?
Yeah, it's a real classics there.
There was like 15 Flintstone spin-offs. Okay,
Yeah.
anyways,
Fred and
whatever
Barney
whatever this.
Schmoo. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, anyways.
It really is one.
Okay. What do we think?
All right.
We went
I
on a
think
tangent,
I'm
but,
just a caveman, and this cover and its ways are very strange to me.
Nice.
I give this 3 ungas out of bunga.
I'll go B on this one.
B.
I think
They
in
put art on there for the subject of the topic. They got the full page printing.
The missing
fine.
link
They
that will
thought caveman would be a
obviously
thing.
make pinball video games the most important thing in the industry.
Of course,
in
look at all
terms
the
of-
money the video games make. But look at all the money pinball games make. Now, now Caveman is going to make both of those.
Of course.
Clearly,
In terms of video game cavemen, this guy ranks way below Chuck Rock. So I give it a D.
fair.
What
Fair.
other video game cavemans are there?
And
Oh,
I
there's
mean,
There's Joe and Mac. There's
Joe and Mac.
What's that one like?
Bonk.
there's Bonk, yes.
Trog?
Trog, yeah.
There's
Frog?
a BC
Frog.
Quest for
BC.
Hire. Yeah.
Yes, BC.
Yeah.
Quest
That's
for
a
Time.
Canadian-
Technically speaking, a video
Canadians
game,
did
yes.
that one.
Yes, Canadians
They
did.
sure did.
What about Yeah, frack.
The lead artist for BC, Johnny Hart, is from Binghamton, New York.
Bringing it on
Bringing it all
back.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I just don't understand the juggling motif. I mean, I understand the missing link motif, but why is he juggling these balls?
Because
I
it's
also-
all like combined or something. That's it. All right. Ratings. We need ratings.
See,
da.
C.
C.
Laner.
C is for caveman.
C.
I said B.
C.
Good enough for me.
Okay, C. C is for caveman. All right. Another cash box coming. Stan Jarocki and
You miss
and
Pac-Man.
Charles
I-
Farmer. What?
And
Don't know who that
and
is.
Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man in the back.
Yes. Not a terrible pinball. At least I don't think so.
I've never played it. I've been in rooms where it existed. But I've never
Charles
played it.
Farmer was a president of domestic distribution for Bally Manufacturing.
Ah. But really, it should be like one of the executives of the manufacturer. But anyways, yeah, they're looking suave. We've got some
It's
fog.
the whole Pack
coming in.
family. It's the whole Pack family.
It is true. Well,
Mhm.
there's no baby pack yet, so
Or Junior Pac-Man.
nobody
or
nobody
Super
remembers
Pac-Man.
Junior Pac-Man. Nobody should remember Junior Pac-Man. Nobody wants your
It's
Junior
fun game.
But
Pac-Man
where's
filth in here.
but where's
Nate.
Professor Pac-Man?
Where's Super Pac-Man?
Oh, that's the filth. Professor
Where's-
Pac-Man.
Where's Count
That's the
Pacula?
filth. Mm,
It's, this is fine.
See.
Yeah, see, it's fine.
yeah, it's good.
See, yeah.
I know what it's saying. It's inoffensive. It's C.
We're back in C Town. I feel like.
Well, yeah, we'll see. If
At
we
least,
can...
at least I am.
Let's let's try and pick it up. How about Video Bucks Feel Bite?
What is he holding? Is that a joystick?
What's
No, that's just a cane, I
here?
think.
It's a
No, no,
vice.
he's-
It's a lever of some kind. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it
a
is
vice.
a vice.
Yeah.
It is a vice. That's the handle on a vice. Good call.
Oh. Okay. Why?
I do really like
I
that
cannot
drawing
answer.
of the guy.
Mm.
He's going to be so sad when he realizes he lost his cigar.
Yeah.
Like right now, he's so
Right, he's-
focused on the vice, he hasn't felt it yet.
It looks like a missing drawing of Thomas Nast. I like it.
Ha ha ha.
Give it a B.
I'll go B on this.
C.
So yeah, I'm still C. Sorry, guys.
Laner?
Oh,
I'm
is
going
this-
D on
is
this one. I don't feel
if-
there's a appropriate effort in here.
That
Ah,
pulls it down
if-
to a C then, I
yeah.
suppose.
believe
If
so.
this is reminding me of Thomas Nast, then that guy must be he's the video game boss Tweed.
Oh,
Look out
yeah.
for him.
Okay. Let's see what we got next. Look at this.
Oh, no.
Ooh, what?
Oh, no.
Is that guy eating his? Is that guy eating his hand? What is he doing? What is this?
Straight down the throat.
Oh,
Bugging out. Dude is tripping balls. Maybe this entire thing is his drug-induced hallucination. Because
you know,
and those
Yeah.
other guys
Care
look
for it.
like they're standing in a
Yeah.
urinal.
Yeah. I was gonna say this is a urinal, and the guy's having the worst hallucination of his life.
I think
back
that's
in the
correct. I
arcade.
think these three guys are in the men's room, and this one guy is tripping balls, and this is his hallucination.
So
in the
is the
men's
yellow in the sky like the pea streams, or like
Oh God, no! No,
the
Daily,
what's
no!
the
you know, I was gonna say I was gonna give this a B, but the context is making it an A. You gotta say.
Absolutely not.
What is
I'm
on
gonna
the
go
cabinet?
F.
I'm also going F.
I'm gonna go F, but
All
the
right.
guy eating his hand makes it an
I'm gonna
F.
go B. I'm gonna go B. I like it.
What is on the
I like
cabinet?
this sort of low art, pop art.
Yeah,
thing
just a
going on.
splot. It's the Nickelodeon logo
Oh,
with no
God.
Nickelodeon on it.
Yes, it
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I love this man.
This is too much.
I'll throw in another F here.
Just,
This
Oh
looks
my-
really
just to
wrong.
solidify it. And guess what? The next cover, also badly illustrated.
Oh
Oh
no!
no, Clip Art Town.
Yeah.
Clip art of Zaxxon, Donkey Kong, King of the Mountain, not the jungle for some
Miss
reason.
Pac-Man there is all like, "Feed me, Seymour."
What is this supposed to be? What is this down here? Is that
Oh.
supposed to
That
be
is-
Space Fury?
Is that from Robotron? No, because there's a
No.
brain enemy in Robotron. Is that what that is?
Oh, maybe.
The skier.
Alpine Skier, I think.
Yeah, that's Alpine Ski. Yeah.
And then just Centipede.
And Jet Fighter, right?
Oh,
I
that's,
don't know what that is.
This isn't nearly as bad though. I can't.
This could be way
myself
worse,
to give it an
but-
F. It's a D.
Yeah, it's a
The-
D.
yeah. This.
The previous cover, I gave a B. I will give this one a C. I
I'll
like
give
the
this.
previous cover better.
I'm joining you guys on a D. This is not F to me. Like this could be way worse if you're just trying to.
They're just giving a side of the charts. Here's the top games of the time. It's a piece into the past. Just not a piece of the possible.
Yeah.
Anyways, late July 1982. Camera for some
You
reason.
know?
The Hollywood Connection.
It's the Hollywood Connection.
What does that mean? I guess
Oh,
Tron.
They're talking about Tron.
Yeah, I think
Tron,
this is
Because
Tron.
that's the joystick right there. That's a
Yeah.
Tron joystick.
But what is this game?
What's on the screen?
Yeah.
That's the beginning screen of Tron when you go into what
Oh.
part of the game you want to play.
Why
Okay,
doesn't
I've
it
never
say
played
Tron?
huh?
Why is it absent of the Tron?
Because
They
we
don't want to
said
get
earlier
sued.
they don't want to get sued. They're arcade people in the 80s are very conscious of copyright.
Why is there a spoon on the side of this camera?
Because
That's
you
your
might get
hand
hungry.
crank.
No, that's a spoon. Look at that. That's a spoon.
Okay. You know, I will say I think
Are you
games
sure
people pay.
you're not just hungry, Ethan?
Yeah. You want some lemons, Ethan?
I think games people pay has been really upping their game lately. I really like these
Yeah.
illustrations that they've been doing. I like the style of the
They have
illustrations.
proper illustrations with lines on them and everything.
Yep.
Like, look at that.
With texturing. Yep. And I
they
love
have,
the
like,
outlines.
3-tone printing on the color. I
Mhm.
really love, like, just as a personal thing, I love color emphasis on otherwise, black and white images. So, I love this stuff.
Yeah. I would. You
B.
know what?
Yeah,
I
I'll
could
give
be
it a B.
convinced to give this an A.
Well, none of us are going to convince
no.
you, I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in on a B though.
All right. Well, I'll stand. I'll stand on my A.
Dilly?
I said B.
All right.
B
And
town.
next up, we have a person on the cover, a man of many talents, and a place where I've been. David Rosen,
There he
Sega,
is.
at
In the
16250 Technology Drive in Rancho Bernardo, California. I have been
Is
here.
that near San Diego?
It's north of. It's in San Diego, the city.
Okay.
But it's very
Yeah.
far north.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They fenced everything off, so I couldn't get in there. But it pretty much still looks like this.
I just don't understand why the photographer said, "Cross your arms. It'll look great."
Because he's decisive. He is a man of the industry.
Crossed arms is standoffish, guarded, and just looks really awkward when you're just standing there.
Not for executives. When executives do it, it's supposed to stand for "I know what I'm doing. Don't you come near me, you 2-bit."
I know it just looks like I'm standing in a desert by a parking lot, but trust me, I know exactly what I'm doing here.
You see all those cars? I own all of them.
I can tell you there was a lot of parking space at this facility. And this is not the front entrance, because the front entrance actually had a number and also a sign for Sega Gremlin.
So they even took the shot, what you're saying, is in a stupid spot where it didn't even highlight. They could have taken the shot in a place that highlighted they were at Sega, and they didn't.
But really, the worst part of this to me is the text, because they put
the text
orange
is also
text
terrible
against.
I thought the text doesn't count.
on the
How
desert.
even ruling out the text?
Can I see Dave Rosen's face again?
All right, nice and close for you.
I want to see the pores.
Oh, thank you. He looks like there was a comedian in the 70s who his entire gig was doing a Nixon impression. I don't remember his name, but he looks exactly like that comedian to me.
There's a certain Nixonness to him. I mean, he's got the gold watch.
Except his eyes look kinder. He doesn't look as miserable as Nixon did.
I'm gonna say C. I do like kind of the way that they've framed this, but I think everything is just bad execution.
C's fine with me.
I won't fight it.
You better not.
Okay. Yes, sir.
And we have another Sega image for the next cover. July 1st, 1982. This is I believe a unique piece of art that was not used on the Zaxxon flyer or anything. And Hubs did scan this so we can get in nice and close. Look at that.
Nice. I like it. I'm
Man.
going A on this. I like it.
I feel like I should
Same.
be listening to Journey right now.
Gremlin comes
Right?
out smoking.
Yeah. Sure do.
Zax,
I agree. A-Town, baby.
They really emphasized the 3D-ness of Zaxxon.
Mhm.
It was a big thing. It's difficult. Like on the Playmeter they did like a cool outline on it and whatnot.
Yeah, which is also awesome.
Yeah. I like
You
the
gotta
rendering
join
of like
us in Team A on this one. We've had
I
so
like
few.
the rendering of like
I'm
the
on
electric
A.
gate down there.
Yeah,
Looks
the of the gate.
Yeah, like
uh,
that you fly through. Yeah.
mhm. All right, well I don't have to make a decision because Dilly did, so it goes to A. But I did not render judgments, just to be clear.
You're welcome.
That kind of indecision can get you fired, you know, Ethan.
Well, I could tell you now in retrospect. No, you shouldn't have done Caveman. Okay, next we've got Pepper 2. There was no Pepper 1.
Yes. Why
Salty
are
and
we doing this thing? Why are we doing this time lapse thing? Oh, Angel Devil tug of war over video morality.
Oh,
That's why we're doing it.
I thought that was 4 people. Oh my god.
Nope.
Okay, it's a tug of war. Okay,
so-
but why are there 4? Like, I get that there's a person and the angel and the devil is tugging at the person, but why is there another person?
She is seeing
This is
God
either
right
A
now.
or F. This is
Okay,
one of the most confusing images I have ever seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Also-
presume there's
This is
4 because
disturbing.
there's 4 cabinets, but why?
This looks like an
Okay.
Elden Ring boss to me. Is what that person looks like.
So serious question. Why is it Pepper 2? Why
Because Pete Kaufman said so.
what? Wait, so like, was there ever plans for a Pepper 1, or he was like, no?
Nope.
People may be confused by the spice, so we have to go to Pepper 2.
Wouldn't
I
you
don't-
like to play a Pepper 2?
I would like to play Pepper 1 first, so I get the lore.
I got that reference.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, this is so hard. What
Oh.
what do
This
we
is
rate
bad.
this?
This is bad, but I can't decide if it's a D or an F.
I'll
But
Oh.
it's bad.
I'll say D.
I like the drawings of the things. Oh,
Yeah, they
The
integrated
eggs?
them into the
Uh-huh.
this
I don't want to condemn this to an F because it's enjoyably bad. Like you look at it and it makes you ask questions, you know? Like it makes you it makes you think about things. Whereas like the one about like conversions,
Makes you
where it's
think
just
about
the
death.
words and then backwards, that's nothing. But this is something. And I can't condemn it to F land for that.
Laner.
oh god, I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, it's either A or it's F.
This is not A.
Do we have a so
I'm
bad
gonna-
it's good folder?
That's kind of F. I guess D.
Maybe we need to make like an award.
Yeah, I'll
for
go with
why did you
D.
do
I
this?
don't know
It's
F.
a clever concept, so I'll give them a D for a clever concept.
Okay. D it is.
I think it's criminal that we have this in the same folder as those photos of the mall.
I mean, there are only so many gradations that we have.
I remember that
If
when
we
we
had-
did the flyers that like Kate was like,
Doesn't
we need
mean
another
S.
tier, and I'm like, no, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
All right, August 1982, Silco Corporation. So this is where we start getting into distributors you've never heard of and never will.
That's right.
And look how
Who
old
are these
these
people?
are.
It doesn't matter. They're all dead.
Jeez.
Oh god. That guy on the bottom left is evil. Look at him.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's like he's like Grandpa Munster's evil cousin or something.
That man definitely man definitely pulled his first coin out of a coin box in the Great Depression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're here. They're not badly framed. See,
This is
Yeah,
C.
I almost want to
This
give it a
is- this
D
is
just because I
supreme
don't.
C.
I don't like the look of these people, but I'll just give it a C. There's
Man.
something about them, man.
Dream-
Like I don't know.
Nightmare blunt rotation.
No
you
uggos,
can't say
says
that on a
Ethan.
stream.
They're all
I
dead.
think
They're all
I think the
hideous.
Sears photographer who took this photo should be applauded.
It's even got the background of a school photo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now do a funny one.
I got news for you. That
Oh
was
my
the funny
god.
one.
Boo. Boo.
This,
Wow.
this one's just for Nate.
Oh, I dig it.
This is a D because we've seen far better service issue
Yes, we
photos
have.
than this.
I'm mad
Have
that we're
we?
not seeing the. I'm mad that we're not seeing the other side of this board.
I mean,
so
I
can't see
think
what
I've given
chips
all-
these are.
Yeah, I mean, I
Hey,
think I've
everyone-
given the other service issues C's. When I say far better, I don't mean they were brilliant, but
We got
they were
A's.
better than this. That's why I'm giving this one a D.
Yeah,
I'm
this one's a
saying
D.
I do
I'm-
like the color of the plane meter matching up with the screwdriver. It's a very
It's a
nice.
That's a soldering
iron,
iron.
Very nice. Oh wait, yeah. What? I
If you turn that thing
Delete-
on and try to screw in a
delete-
screw, you'd probably be
delete
very
that
upset
from the
with the
record.
results.
strip that from the record. I did not say that.
Okay.
Oh,
So we get an
Oh,
Atari
okay.
style
Ooh.
illustration for this. I don't know what the hell is going
Yeah.
on, but
It's,
Yeah, we
it's
got
around
an
the
A.
world.
Oh
It's-
wait, 1982. That's the Sun Sphere. This is for the Tennessee World's Fair.
Oh yeah, this
Knoxville,
is
in
the
Knoxville,
Knoxville
Tennessee.
World's
where's the
Fair,
wig spear?
where
Sponsored-
Magnavox Odyssey 2
sponsored
was
by
the
yeah,
official
exactly.
video game.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
Vigia.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Also,
this one
about
gets an-
20 people
yeah.
showed up.
Yep.
This
Yep,
one
and
gets an
that's
A
the,
for me because the
that's-
Canadian
that
flag
kid
is
is
above
wearing
the
the logo.
American flag.
What you see in this drawing, this is everybody that actually showed up at the 1982 World's Fair.
I mean, I like these montage things. I don't think it's
Yeah,
badly
I'm-
drawn.
It's fun.
B.
And I like how it has that kind of retro Atari vibe to it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll give it a B. I'm
Yeah.
cool
I'll
with
give it
that.
an A.
Especially how the
I'll give
people in
this
the
an A.
back aren't like fully colored in. It does that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the people on the left, that's more.
You know,
like, they're just
somebody
white.
spent a lot of time on this, but it's like it's barely relevant to coin op. Right, to B.
Yeah.
All right, another Cashbox cover and another David Rosen cover.
Yeah.
And they got
coming
this
out
time
of the
Oh,
they
they got the
warmed
mix.
up the fog machine properly, and they got it all in there before they took the shot.
And this
Oh,
this
boy,
photo
oh,
was by
boy.
Ron
Oh my God.
Stein
Wow.
at Gremlin, and there is an alternative photo of this which I was given.
A
So
fun.
I'll pull that up.
Ooh,
Oh, please do.
a nude
It's
one.
not. It's not of. Jesus Christ, Dylan. Jesus Christ. Why do you do these things?
Oh Lord.
Ugh.
What have you done?
Gonna give me the vapors.
Has someone asked David Rosen? Did somebody ask David about like his many publicity shots? Like
He will
Just
not.
like-
He did.
Yeah.
He does not to be interviewed.
What would you do if you were walking outside in the middle of the... Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, if the choice is there, his Axon seems like
I
the
see
best bet.
David Rosen in the fog with his Axon machine. I'm not going to turn that down.
Where's our photo, Ethan?
I'm looking. I'm
You
looking.
teased us with an
Yeah.
alternative photo.
Yeah, I want to
Okay,
see
here it
something
is.
Totally.
There we go. So this is the alternative shot. So there's Ron Stein in the center. This guy is David Conover, who actually gave me the photo.
Oh.
Oh, it's.
Okay, so now we have to decide like whether that photo would have been better for the cover or this one.
Oh, there's actually another. Yeah, so even an
So,
alternative one of that. Yeah. Okay. So they change positions as the same person.
Your
But
photo
as you
has
can
broken
see,
your internet.
Yeah, you're slowing down.
sorry,
Ethan,
that's just
are you
what's going on.
okay?
The as you can see in the background
There it
here,
is.
they have all
Yeah.
these. Ronstein was particularly not happy about having to do this, but you can see it also in this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's. I mean, it's cool, but nah, there's not much to it.
That must be a really high res photo because it broke everything when you had it up.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was.
Not even
Yeah.
kidding.
that
I was already
You died when that happened.
okay. Well, yeah, I was already lagging. I'll see if the stream's still up.
Yeah.
It is. So, but
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
it was high res because it was a TIFF. But anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, this I'm not this. It's cool, but I don't think it really says anything.
Yeah,
And
it's
I think it
fine.
just kinda
It's a C
lags.
for me.
C.
It's a C for me. But I'm glad they at least, if they're gonna have fog, they should at least have fog. So, that's good.
Mm.
Commit to the fog.
That's right.
It's met Alex's quotient for fog.
I
good.
hope the next photo has even more fog. Until it's just all fog.
Just a li-
Till all you could see is David Rosen's eyes.
Glowing bright
All
red.
right, we've got a replay and a
Oh, it's a
neon
party.
sign for whatever reason.
Oh.
There's Eddie Adlam.
Rocking out
editor
at
of
TGI
Replay.
Fridays.
Oh yeah, that is. This is the replay crowd.
That's Tippy, his wife. And then I present. Yeah, I don't know the rest of these people. Some of them might still work
there's
there.
a-
Who knows?
There's an old replay cover hiding in the background too.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
What did we rate this one?
And
That's
some-
what we can rate this off of.
Wait, wasn't that the first one? Wasn't that...
No, it wasn't first. It was very
Oh.
early though.
It was early.
And
though.
wait, why is there a guy standing on the table behind them? Or
Oh,
what's
What?
what's up with this?
what?
What's-
What?
This does
Lance.
leave us with questions.
Oh, this is haunted. This is
That looks like it could be a Silent Hill nurse back
Are they
there.
doing a
Actually,
seance?
I believe
doing
there's
a
a Silent
seance
Hill
to go to the
nurse in the
apparition?
background.
Yeah.
I presume it's a mannequin, just for the record.
I
Yeah, that's what they thought the Silent Hill nurses were too, until you got
Yeah.
close to them.
Mhm.
I was the first editor who mysteriously disappeared. Was never seen again. Eddie won.
Oh wow, that is a picture of people, all right.
Yep.
See.
I'm just glad they're having fun.
Or they're
Thank you, Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any opposition to C?
C is fine with me.
Fine.
All right. This next one is a public relations photo. Get ready.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Video
Yum.
games, a public perspective, which was a promotional thing that Atari put out to try to explain to everybody that video games ain't so bad, you know?
Oh, that's Tom Pettit back
Yes, it
there.
is. Tom Pettit. You interviewed him?
I did.
I don't know the rest of these people. Centipede. What's this one? Oh, Space Duel.
Space Duel. Yeah.
And I don't know what that is in the background. What is this guy looking at? Community Managers Program by Atari. To teach you how to responsibly put an arcade in your community. AKA, let everybody know about it and just let the quarters roll.
That's right.
Yeah, they're looking at a TV.
I think it's a well composed shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's just good enough to be a B. Because it isn't just a, like, here's our company photo, you know? Like, here it is, they're taking part in the thing. you're actually doing something, it doesn't look like a mess.
It's
I don't.
done well, but it's not interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This.
I think it would have been more interesting if they had put in whatever machine is playing that video in the photo. So if they had like a Laserdisc player in there or something, we would have been somewhere.
I'm still on C. Sorry, but
Yeah, I think I would go
Mm.
C. But I see where you're coming from though, because it's like on the
it's
on
a
the
C-
C plus end.
it's a C
of
plus.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It's a well executed C rather than I don't
Like-
care about this C.
Out of all the
Yeah.
photos that are just here's the company, then like this is one of the better ones.
All right, this photo actually is all.
This-
Everybody in this photo is a Gremlin employee, as I found out.
This will be my last
Oh, cool.
cover of the night.
All right.
I'm afraid I have to head out.
I should
And
probably head out too. I gotta eat
I
dinner.
don't have many thoughts on it.
Let's see
It
who's
is-
the distributor
I like
for
this.
Yet again, Gene Pinkston.
Gene Pinkleston.
I'd go B on this.
What is his license plate? 559
Plus-
yet. And why is he pulling out? Does he? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
So
forgot.
I owned my first car was a 1977 Buick Park Avenue, and it was like that. The fuel thingy was underneath the license plate, so you
Oh
flipped
my
up the license
God.
plate and filled
Weird.
it up from the rear. Yeah.
This was in 2000, by the way.
It portrays
This
the scene it
is-
needs to portray.
Yeah, I
They-
give
I
that a
mean,
B.
This is-
Turbo and Zaxxon.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
were both extremely popular. I'm very
Yeah.
impressed by the fact that like there's no rolling shutter on this or anything. They took their time making this happen.
Mm-hmm. It's intriguing. I want to know what the guy's thinking. Who's looking in? Is
Yeah, does he
wondering,
know
like,
these
those damn kids?
He's looking at the turbo. He's like, gotta go fast. He's filling up his car, and he's
If only
gonna
I did.
he's gonna
Yeah.
make
Only I didn't have
turbo
this
on the
damn
real
station
road,
wagon.
real cars.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cynthia used to love Turbo. I miss her so much.
See, look at all the story we could put into this
Yeah,
photo.
so much story. So I'm assuming you're supposed to be like the dad watching the kids.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that-
that's his family. He's probably
Okay.
like, they get to play all the games.
But these are all Gremlin people, you said.
Yes, they.
So it's like they're kids, or
yeah, they're kids.
like the younger staff. Okay.
Yeah, these are actual kids. These two are Gremlin employees, and these two are kids of Gremlin employees. And the reason I know
Okay.
that is because usually with these covers they explain like what's going on. So
Oh.
on the inside when they, you
they
open
have
up
a
the
cover
thing.
caption.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Um.
How late are you going to be doing this?
Well, I'm gonna keep going. Even at, like we're not.
Are we-
We'll continue
You're probably-
doing things.
You're
Okay.
probably not gonna
Probably
make it to
stop.
like
Won't
95.
We'll probably, since you guys are leaving, we'll probably stop the cover rating after this, but we'll do some more stuff
Okay.
after.
Okay,
this.
cool.
So,
Awesome.
come
Well,
by
it's
if
been
you
fun,
want.
guys.
But we need your
Yeah.
rating before you go.
It's a
I'm
B
gonna-
for me.
I'm gonna be generous and give it a good old B.
B.
Yeah.
Say B.
I
All right,
think yeah.
Laner.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I agree with B as well.
I was pretty. I thought it was really a C, but we're in B, so let's give it a B. That will
Okay.
be it
It's
for
the difference between a photo and a photo with a story.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
I wasn't too enthused by everything. But anyways, that's the end of the flyer stuff for today. Please stick around. We're going to be doing some more things. We'll figure it out after we eat and do things. So see you about 20 minutes, half an hour.
All right.
And everybody, thanks for coming by.
Yep, it's been fun.
You're welcome.
Here you are. Always a
Yeah,
pleasure.
All right.
I might be able to stop in at the end, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. See you
All right.
around.
All right, have a good day.